What's up, dude? Lifting. How you doing, bro? Feeling all right? Hi, Dreaming. Hey, Jules. I know. Oh my God. Like, Jules, I wish you guys could see a camera in this office. The amount of times I'm sitting there, I'm like, fuck. Too doubtful. Love you, Stu. The suspense. I know. You know, Jules, like, man. Yeah, I don't know. Today, I just, like, could not figure out what I wanted to do on stream. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go live, even if it's for an hour. And all we do is catch up. And I play some of my old videos in the background. And that's fine. If that's what we do today, that's what we do today. So I'm going to try to stop overthinking stuff. Yeah. I think I need to rebuild my confidence as a streamer. I'm in an interesting phase, but I'll figure it out. I do apologize for making you guys sit here. I mean, I'm sure you guys better have been doing something other than just waiting on me. But I do apologize for keeping you guys having to wait so long for the stream to start. And I really just I couldn't come to a good conclusion as to what I felt comfortable doing on stream that I thought would be worth y'all's time. And that definitely was, it's tough, but it's all good. I think I'm going to have to slowly just build myself back into a place where I feel good and confident again. So we'll get there together over time. But thank you guys for being here. Dreaming, you're so sweet. Dreaming, I hope my message this morning hit where I wanted it to. I really appreciate you. 10 months is incredible. And thank you as well, Stu, for 81 months. Hi, Sil. What's up, Doe? Brayden? You guys doing good? Jules, you're adorable. I will say this, Jules. I did see you and Kurt waiting here early and rocking and rolling. It meant a lot to me. I promise I was trying as hard as I could to find some traction in my content for today. I don't know why. I've just been feeling so weird with games and stuff recently. Like, there's just not a lot of stuff that's been capturing my interest, and yeah, I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. But today there was nothing that I really wanted to do on stream. There was no games I wanted to play. Maybe some Last of Us Part 2, but I'm just feeling a little meh. So we're just gonna hang out here and catch up. If you guys have anything that's been going on your end, you guys would like to share, I'd love to hear about it. Figured I'd just go live for a little bit so all of us could spend some time together and reconnect. And I appreciate you guys being here and hanging out and chilling. I hope you all have had a great week so far. You guys all doing okay? Thank you so much, Paige. I love you. Happy 30 months together, Mr. Flex. John the man. Hi, I hope you've been well. So happy to be in this community. No family. I love you. Oh, you're adorable, Paige. I love you, and I'm constantly so proud of you. Happy 30 months once again, and here's to 30 more. Thanks so much, Paige. This one's all to you. Paige, to you, Dreaming, and to Stu. Cheers. Appreciate you guys. Boo. Thank you all for putting up with me in this messy couple of months. I appreciate you guys. Jonas, how have you been, man? Very lovely to have you here today. You guys all doing good today? Thank you very much, Streaming, for the hug here. Whip that hog out. It'll make it worth it, no doubt. I'm going to remember that you said that, Lifting. Next time I start stream, hog is out. For like 13 seconds before I get banned. How have things been going with you in the gym recently, Lifting? Are you doing well? Yeah, dude, Doe, it's tough, like, I don't know. I feel I definitely am in a similar place, Doe, where I'm probably being a little bit too doubtful, but just nothing that I want to do on stream seems value adding enough to be worth it to hit the live button. That sounds so weird and contradicting, but it's like, I want to make sure if I'm doing something that it's good enough to make it worth y'all spending your time here. And if it's not, I'm like so conflicted, but it's okay. I think today was just a an uneasy day for me. So I'm just kind of accepting that and trying to move on from it. So, but do not worry about me. I will figure it out. I wanted to spend some time today to catch up with you guys. Are you guys all doing okay? Jules, we could also do a puzzle in the background. I can find one to put in chat if you... Oh, Jules, you mean like when you said puzzle in the background, what do you mean? You said you could find one to put in chat. Elaborate, Jules. I like your idea. David, 57 months, man. 57 months of having my back, dude, and being nothing but present. I really appreciate it. It's been a journey. Thank you, David. I love you, man. Happy 57, dude. Kapah. What's up, Noctua? Noctua, I think I saw Jer in here earlier, too. Really, really great to have you here, Jer. David, thank you again, man. I really do appreciate it. I definitely do not... what's up, Kellen? You made it safe and sound to university, yes? I want today to be about you guys and what you guys are going through. Yeah, as much as I want to talk about my stuff, I feel like you guys know what's going on anyway. So I don't want to be a constant complaining cogwheel or anything. So thanks again for just letting me kind of figure stuff out these last like couple of weeks. It's been tough, but we'll get there. We will get there. Thank you, Alioshare, for the 12 bits. Yeah, no, never personal, Sil. Never personal. Is okay. There are times where I can't stream too, and that is the name of the game in life, right? Nothing wrong with that. Let's see here. Doe, you been playing Peak? Who you been playing with, Doe? How many people? Peak is like 4 to 6, right? I think about 4 to 6 people, if I'm not mistaken. Stu, I like your Sun Tzu quote there. If you do not hit the live button, do you ever truly live? I hope so. I hope so. Are you doing the mod, Doe? There's a lot of people that are talking about doing the mods for Repo and for Peak. So, Kellen, in terms of the girl of interest that you're talking about, is this somebody that I knew about earlier this year, or is this an entirely new development? Hopefully it's new. And absolutely always wishing the best for you over there, Silver. I hope you feel better. Let's see here. We go backwards here real quick. Yeah, good job, Silver. Just read your message. That's incredible. Congratulations. Many congratulations. Jesus, mother. Thanks, Roy. You're very sweet, dude. How's your week been so far, man? I appreciate you, Roy. Thank you for the 245. Oh, boy. Have you guys been up to anything exciting this week? You guys have anything you're looking forward to coming up? I've been keeping busy. We have a couple of invitations. I'm really grateful, although I feel like we've been doing a lot of stuff back to back. We've been getting a lot of invites to do things. So this upcoming Friday, we're going to go have dinner with one of my best friends and his wife. And that's going to be awesome. And then Saturday, we're actually going over to Mr. Alex's, Mr. Might Be Goose, to have a barbecue with he and his wife, and a couple of mutual friends of all of ours. So that's going to be cool. And then I think on Sunday, I don't know if you guys are feeling similar with this or not, but I feel like sometimes, even though it's a little bit painful to sacrifice a weekend day to just get stuff done that's like on your main life to-do list, I think sometimes it's so necessary to just tackle your to-do list, give it a half a day or a full day, whatever it may be, just so you have a little bit less things kind of like grabbing for your attention in the back of your mind. I find that even when my to-do list isn't too extreme, if I know that there are enough heavy-hitting things that I need to get done, it's kind of like constantly in the back of my mind, like sucking energy out from me, which I feel like, unfortunately, then takes energy from things that I actually want to be a part of in the moment. So I think Sunday, my wife and I are going to tackle a really big to-do list. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm looking forward to having a lighter load, so to say. Roy, it's been a very productive, very busy week. Trying my best to keep myself busy and proactive, continue to work through things. It's been, it's been really, really, really tough to have to work through all the stuff that I have for the last 2 months, and slowing stream down, you guys, has been so hard for me to commit to. But I know in the short term, if I don't slow down, I think genuinely I run into the possibility of like actually burning out. So thanks again for letting me have a little bit of extra time. I definitely needed it, although I'm awful at relaxing. I'm noticing. Which isn't, that's not inherently a bad thing. It shows me that I have to practice relaxing and recharging. So I'm trying to focus on that personally. So Kellen, you said a new one. The best comparison I can think of is to describe her is Kira. She's really you're super cute, dude. She's really funny and witty. Sometimes she'll hit you with a clever ass insult, which I love. Dude, where did you guys meet? This is cool. Kellen, if anybody is similar to Kira that kind of pulls your interest intimately, dude, you're fucking winning, man. Kira is the greatest human being I have ever met, and I'm lucky as shit to have a life with her in a marriage. So if she's got like similar wittiness and humor and like chill factor as Kira, dude, hell yes, man. That's awesome. Dreaming. Drank more than a half a bottle of water yesterday. Does that mean that you don't feel like you've been drinking enough water recently? I think building the habit to stay fairly hydrated, dreaming, it does take some time, but it's certainly something that, like over time, if you practice it, you'll get there. Like you'll get there. And then you won't have to think so much about like, oh, I got to drink water. Oh, I got to drink water. It might take like a week or two, but if you're just consistent with drinking water, even if you have to like chain it with certain moments in the day. So what I try to do is like first thing when I wake up in the morning, I don't always like measure my water out, but I'll try to drink like 12 ounces of water in the morning. I try to make sure that I'm consuming a little bit of water with my breakfast, like with every meal. What's up, Ollie? You keep chaining it on to things like that, I think eventually you'll build the habit like nothing. So it just takes a couple of weeks and then you'll get there. Love you so much, Matt. Thank you so much, brother. I love your messages when you pop into chat, dude. They're always like so encouraging and optimistic. How are Matt, how are things with regards to, I don't know if you want me to say on stream or not, but like what you're transitioning into career-wise? And hopefully you and Pix are doing great. Speaking of plans this weekend, I shall at some technical afternoon this weekend in the photo club. Sorry, Roy, I'm not understanding. I think, Roy, you're saying you did a little bit of technical work in a photo club, which sounds pretty cool. You'll have to send me some photos, tag me in them if you want. Ollie, how has work been this week? Jules, that is such a power play too. Jules goes, I have to remind myself to drink water before coffee. Like the amount of times I wake up and I'm just like so excited to go and grab a cup of coffee or perhaps like a cup of tea and passionately enjoying it. I'm excited. I love the flavor. Obviously the caffeine boost is always lovely. And then I forget that sometimes if I drink coffee or anything that's bitter in the morning with relatively high levels of caffeine and I haven't had water beforehand, it has the off chance of like making me nauseous, which is not fun. So Jules, good job drinking water before coffee. Hey, Kurt. I love you, Kurt. Thank you so much, man, for popping. You're good, Kurt. I didn't even know if I was going to go live today, but I was like, I'm going to go live, even if it's just for a little bit. So thank you guys again for popping over here. Jules, as far as I know, Alex and his wife are loving Albuquerque and New Mexico as a whole. I mean, they have done a ton of stuff since they've moved here. They've done so much. which is awesome for them. I think, I really think that they are, how do I say this? I think anybody that lives in New Mexico or Albuquerque, to some degree, every city that you live in is going to be fairly similar in terms of housing you. But the environment, the people, the culture, and the physical atmosphere is what's going to make every place different. So, you know, it's like, if you're going to move somewhere and experience a different culture in a different place, get out, right? Got to get out, got to go and explore, try new things, try some restaurants, drive around the area, check out the scenery, what the city, what the state has to offer. And they have done that a ton, or entirely organically, which is awesome. So I from what I know, Jules, I think they're absolutely loving it. I feel like I need to get back in touch with like doing things in my state. I've been such a homebody for the last couple of years. And then of course, you know, the last 4 months for me have been just brutally difficult. And, you know, anybody that battles with depression, you guys know sometimes when it gets really bad, even though I don't necessarily think isolation is the answer for us, if we're dealing with heavy levels of depression, I think that that's like the natural response a lot of people lean into. As like a security measure. It feels safe. So I think I've been doing that a little bit too much this year, finally coming out of my shell. I know I was looking at that too, dreaming. I forgot I had this at the end of that video. And realizing that I'm like, okay, now that I'm starting to finally feel a little bit better, I think it's time for my wife and I to get out and start doing a little bit more. We went shooting yesterday and we got outside for a few hours, which was amazing. I got a nice little tan. But I think like Alex and his wife, Jules, they are adventurous as shit. Like, I got to give them tons of kudos. They've been inviting us to a lot of things, and obviously we haven't gone to everything, but I think that they're actually enjoying the state and the city for what it has to offer that is like unique to it, if that makes sense. Hey, Sparky, what's up? I will have to ask you guys. I'm going to try to read what I can. You might have to repost your messages here and there a couple times over, but I'm going to try to read what I can as efficiently as I can. Lifting, you said doing well, working on a brand new software for the gym. Dude, all right, to help build a marketing aspect to the business other than the word of mouth. My social presence is all over the place, so looking to get better at that. Hope your day has been good, and you know you matter, and you do so much for so many people. Stay fly, stay fresh, King. Dude, you always make me smile with the like the slogan at the end there. Thanks, bro. All right, so lifting. Question for you. It sounds like, I love you, Tiffany. It sounds like the software that you're developing, are you doing this entirely on your own? Are you working with someone? Like, are you and Kevin doing this together? Are you contracting it out? Is this, it sounds like the intention is to bring more business to your gym. Are you trying to bring business to your gym in terms of, in the form of clients? Or actually, I've never asked you this, Lifting, but like, is your gym available to the public to go and be a part of if they want to be, just like show up and work out? Or let's see here. No, Roy, you don't suck. I think I understood what you meant. I mean, Roy, respectfully, English is not your first language, so it is okay if you misspell things every once in a while. Roy, your English is incredible. That being said, Kellen, you said, I think she's interesting. We talk a lot already, but we're in a big group. She stands next to me and she's like, she likes to steal my sunglasses and whatever other accessories I'm wearing and wear, and she likes to put it on. Also, she puts her phone in the camera bag I always wear when she doesn't want to carry it. She's an incoming freshman. Oh, okay. She's an incoming freshman and is the sister of one of my other friends. Dude, she totally likes you. This is awesome. You know what's funny, Kellen? Like, you know those like playful thing. Like, I don't know how else to say this outside of she's stealing your things. She's taking your sunglasses and wearing them. She's putting her phone in your bag. Like, these are all like really playful, youthful things. Things that if you were in 5th grade, Kellen, a 5th grader who likes you would do. And you're still receiving that as an adult. And you know what's incredible, Kellen, is I really don't think stuff like that ever stops. If you're actually connected with somebody who genuinely likes you, not everybody may show love and interest like that in particular, but I think if it's like a seed inside of somebody, like if it's a part of who they are and they like being playful, that playfulness comes out. I mean, so far in my experience being alive, The playful continues to come out as you get older. Like it still does for me. I receive it all the time from my wife. I see it from my friends and family, my mom sometimes. So what I wanted to say, Kellen, is it is so cool that you're reciprocating like that playfulness. She's totally into you, dude. She's totally into you. That was awesome, bro. So Ollie said, just you again on Monday. Then the other 2 bricklayers got back from their vacation and it's been all right. But laborers still aren't turning in. If they turn up, they only give about 50%. It's Friday tomorrow, though. I mean, you're almost at the weekend, Ollie, which is a little bit of a scapegoat, if you will. A breath of fresh air, I'm sure. Ollie, I feel, dude, first of all, man, I'm so sorry. I feel like you got to deal with so much shit on a regular basis. What's up, TJ? So much like shit with your coworkers and with regards to your work environment. And I know I've talked to you about this like so many times, Ollie, and I'm so sorry you have to go through all of that and weather it like on such a regular basis. But I have to ask again, man, like, Ollie, do you feel like a short or long-term change is lingering in the future for you? Like, obviously you're just kind of putting up with this for now, but I don't know, man. Like, I don't want to have to see you put up with this crap forever. That sucks. What are your thoughts on like the future, Ollie? And Tiffany, thank you so much for having my back and for being present and supporting the community. Happy 33 months. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub today. Tiffany says, I have a bit of an update with my 33 months. New treatment for lupus using B-cell infusion. Hopefully that's been well. During the prep, they infused me with steroids and I'm going through the side effects still, but I'm okay. Good. He said it was the most I've ever taken in one sitting, but the infusions were on Monday. I have another one on the 2nd and then not again until 6 months from now. Hopefully it works. From what I understand, obviously, Tiffany, you know my mom also has lupus. I don't know every treatment out there for lupus, but I have heard about the one that you're doing. And I know that typically if a doctor feels like that is a good next step for you, I've heard that the results with that particular method are actually very sustainable and reliable. So crossing my fingers on both hands for you that this continues to work you in a healthier and like better direction for yourself. But I'm really glad to hear that you're doing okay and hanging in there. Thanks, TJ. I appreciate you, dude. It's been, fuck, man. I don't know. I guess I can rant a little bit, but it's been tough, you guys. I feel very messy, super lost. Jules, I want to thank you for all of the great chats recently. It's been so helpful. Really, really has been so helpful. But yeah, you guys, things are going to be a little all over the place for the next couple of weeks. I'm like I think I am rediscovering myself as a streamer in the sense of figuring out what I want to stream and how I kind of want to move forward. I don't mean that in like a super scary way. I don't plan on like leaving or anything. But I have to, I don't know. I think this applies to all of us. If there are moments, how do I say this? I think if we're not where we want to be in any area of our lives, which doesn't inherently mean that the area that we're talking about is like horrendous or atrocious, things can be great, but we can still strive or thrive for better, right? But I think that if we're not where we want to be, we're experiencing what we want to experience, we're getting out of something that we want to get, right? If we're not getting something out of something that we really are looking for or longing for, you have to take a second to look at like your actions. I think the reality is the reality of each and every one of our situations is we are a byproduct of what we are willing to experience. That's one thing. And I think what is built on that, the foundation to that, is our decisions. So it's like if we're not where we want to be, I think all of us have to be ridiculously accountable. Like it could be really easy for me to blame a lot of things on why I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling nowadays, so on and so forth. But it's like at the end of the day, almost everything to some capacity is a byproduct of my decision making or what I have been willing to put up with, whether it be good or bad, So I have to sit and recognize that for like the last 6 months or so, I've just been feeling very off balance with stream, and my interest in games has kind of been dwindling away, and my relationship with streaming has been changing in a way that I need to like listen to, you know? And I'm not saying I'm like leaving. Again, I'm just saying I need to figure out how to have the same level of fun and excitement and satisfaction that I was getting 2 years ago. And so I am taking the time to figure out what I need to change to get to what I desire. So anyways, thank you guys very much. TJ had said, hope your break got you refreshed. Definitely in the process of I think recharging and refreshing, TJ, without a doubt, which again, thank you guys for the additional time off and such. I still have a ways to go. I think that genuinely I need to continue to be like really, really honest with myself and be present for me, you know, in my own weird way. What's up, Maniac? Good to see you again, dude. Been a minute. All right, Matt. The transition has been slow. Had to get paperwork set for that. Now it's all coming together. Hopefully things with picks have been amazing and steady. That's great to hear. Said every time I catch myself thinking that I've made the best decision, and it gets proven every single day. Okay, there we go. I was like, Matt, oh my God, are you going to walk me into something bad here? I was thinking, this sounds great. I hope this isn't bad. Said nobody can hold a candle to her at all. And all I truly think is I've hit the jackpot and I plan on tying her down eventually. I'm so proud of you, Matt. Like, Matt, remember what you went through a few years ago and how hard that was. But little did Matt know that he was actually working himself by far, thank you so much, Gracie, by far into the best relationship that he's ever had. And like, dude, I'm so proud of you, man. I don't think we sometimes realize that when we're going through battle, like that battle can end and bring us to a better place of peace and happiness than we've ever experienced before. But sometimes you don't get there unless you're willing to go through the battlefield, right? So keep up the great work, Matt. I love you to death, man. Gracie, thank you so much for the 201. You're very sweet. I hope you're doing great. Welcome in, Max. Let's see here. We go backwards here. So Ollie, so the older laborer joined us yesterday. Proceeded to say that he'll be in at 7 tomorrow before anyone else. He didn't even turn in. I'm finding it hard to keep my mouth shut. I think he's getting the sack, though. I'm like, it wouldn't surprise me if he did, Ollie. You said, stop trying to find new people. Stick to a group of 3, and I'll do all the graft. I'll take a wage decrease if needed. That's what I honestly think. But the main bricklayers want as many people as he can afford so he can make more money more efficiently. And I totally get, like, Ollie, that you're willing to adjust your expectations, maybe even have a little bit less pay for a better work-life balance. But I guess my question is more backed behind the reality of, like, Ollie, do you think things have gotten any better in the last 2 years? And this is just me as your friend. Like, I'm looking at your work situation, Ollie, and I feel like it has only gotten worse. Not by your doing, by any means. Like, the people that you have to work with, less and less reliable. Like, I know your boss is a great guy, but he keeps hiring really bad people, you know, like, that are not showing up for you, which is affecting you. And so I guess my question a little bit more directly, Ollie, is like, do you think you're going to stay with this company long term? Like, would it be possible? Thanks, Roy. Do you think it would be possible, Ollie, for you to transition and work for a different company? Like, even though I know you respect your boss, which is awesome, but like I said, your boss continues to align you. Like, Ollie, I'm thinking to myself, this is a really hardcore analogy, but like, let's consider that thank you so much, Roy, for your 245. Let's consider that your boss is like a platoon leader and you're in a war and your boss is handpicking who's going to be part of your platoon. We'll say your boss is a great platoon. Like, he's a great leader in some sense. Like, he's a good person, maybe not a great leader. Actually, he's a good person. He is individually reliable. He did a great job picking you. But what I continue to see him do, Ollie, is I see him filling your platoon with guys who, when you're in the face of battle, like the video we're watching right here, are going to leave you hanging so that you're fighting the enemies entirely alone, which leaves your risk for injury and death and, you know, whatever this analogy can provide that gets the point across. Like, it increases your odds of bad things happening and you being unsatisfied and unhappy. So that's more so like my question behind that, Ollie, is I would love to see you on more of a regular basis come in and say like, Flex, I had a fucking great day at work. Now, and it's so obviously, Ollie, I'm not, the point I'm trying to get across, you can always come over here and tell me how your work day is. I want you to have a better experience at work, bro. Like, you work so hard, man. And Ollie, you're so kind and caring and like present to your friends. You know, like, I want you to be respected while you're at work. And sometimes your boss does not leave me feeling very confident that he's able to provide that for you by picking the right people that are supposed to work alongside you. So I just hope that you feel better, man. Like, I hope things at work improve for you, Ollie. Let's see here. Hey, Roy, thank you very much for the support today, man. I know, Roy, I went live really, really late today. What's up, Donovan? And again, I'm sorry, you guys. I have been really trying my best to figure out what's next for me in terms of how I want to stream moving forward, what I need to change to have the experience that like I'm wanting to have through all of this, so that I can be the best version of me for you guys. Like, anytime I go live, obviously I want to have fun, but I don't want to start my stream unless I think it's worth your time to be here. And, you know, recently I just haven't found a lot of interest in terms of the things that I would present to you guys visually that might be worth your time or not. So, and I've really needed to take a couple of steps back to really recharge. Just because I realized that I haven't quite been spending enough time working on me that I probably should have been for the last year or so. So anyways, thank you guys again for the empathy and understanding. Chris, thank you for the gifted sub. Cheers to you, sir. Cryptic Ginger, thank you for always believing in me, man. Through all the ups and downs, through all of the years we've been together, you've never stopped having my back, and I really appreciate that, man. So thank you, Cryptic. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Roy. Thank you, Gracie. I love you guys. Cheers. Appreciate everybody being here right now. Good freaking job, Max. I just got back to getting into training myself this week. I can't remember if I told you guys this. I lost 5 pounds in the last month and a half. And damn, it's hard to come to terms with kind of dropping the ball on my own training recently. But, you know, sometimes I think, I don't want this to be an excuse for anybody, especially myself, but like sometimes life punches you in the face and we may or may not fall off sometimes. The goal, for me at least, is to try to keep my falling off to as much of a minimum as I possibly can. But I know that sometimes, for example, like I may need to take a couple of steps back from things to get myself like out of depression or to figure out what's going on in my life that I need to improve so I can feel better again. And finally figured most of that out. So now I got to get my ass back in gear and get back to training, which has been definitely a process in itself. But, you know, you start with one step and then one foot in front of the other. So good job to you, Max. I think you've been back at training for a couple weeks now, if I'm not mistaken, right? 2 to 3. I'm proud of you, man. Way to go. Hi, Hakiko. Good to see you again. Let's see here. Going backwards. TJ, I know I'm a little bit all over the place today, but are you and your family doing okay? You guys all right? Have a great rest of your night, Roy. Thank you for popping over here today. And again, I wanted to emphasize, like, thank you guys for just being present today. Like I said, I didn't really have anything that I wanted to play on stream, which is just conflicting in itself because I'm a live streamer. But I thought to myself, you know, it's okay for me to just go live to catch up with you guys, to answer any questions you guys may have for me or about me, whatever, and to make sure that I'm doing as much as I can to kind of stay up to date with what's going on in all of your individual lives for those that want to stop by and fill me in. So today is just kind of a little bit of a small stream, again, with the intention to just catch up, have some good chats, and just spend a little bit of time together. So I do hope you guys are having a great day, though. Oh man, Noctua, thank you. In Noctua, I really do appreciate you offering. I think, and you know, Noctua, I'm still kind of figuring out why I've been feeling the way that I've been feeling. So I'm trying to get a couple of, how do I say this? I want to make sure I have a good enough grasp of what I'm going through and then kind of expanding from there. So when I feel like I'm so messy right now, Noctua, that I don't always know how to navigate like my own feelings. So what I'm trying to say is, when I feel like I have a good grasp on things, I'm definitely more open to reaching out and stuff. But I feel like I got to kind of like get everything in order first, if that makes sense. I hope, Noctua, you're doing okay on your end, because it sounds like you've been going through something similar as well. It's definitely been an interesting year, you guys. I do want to emphasize this to all of you. You know, I think we're all going to go through phases. I don't think I know this. I think we're all going to go through phases where life's really, really great, and then phases where life absolutely is going to make you stop and think and give you a chance. I think the big point in this is give you a chance to change direction if necessary for you. So I just want to encourage you guys to continue to be mindful and self-aware and keep doubling down on yourselves. Like, I've gone through a lot of different phases in my life where I felt very put together, and I was very put together. And then inevitably, a year goes by, or 2 years go by, or 6 months go by, and I find myself messy and feeling like so all over the place. I actually think that that's part of being a human. You know, like in some capacity, I think that's the movement that most of us make that takes us to large levels of growth and change that like really are just necessary for us. And sometimes if you guys are like me, you have to touch the hot stove a few times to realize like, oh shit, this stove's really hot. I probably shouldn't grab this anymore. But you know, if you're like me, you probably grabbed it like 3 or 4 times before you had that realization. And that's okay. You know, I think as long as we all eventually conclude that I probably shouldn't touch this stove anymore, I think that's the big value point for most of us. Is like, okay, don't touch the stove. How do I navigate past this so I don't burn myself again? You know, if that makes sense. Have you looked in them in the couch cushions? Jules, is that referencing the batteries that Kira had long time ago? Ooh, what kind of Lego sets you looking at there, Kurt? Chris, thank you again. You know I love you, man. The only mark I have is one of my exes will not leave me alone. She even messaged pics to break up with me and all of that hassle. Is this the same... Matt, is this the same ex that was in South America? Well, you know, sucks for all your exes, Matt, because you off the market, dog. Which makes me so happy for you again, bro. Gracie, I saw your message. I hope you're okay. Sounds like a brutal day at work for you. Let's see here. Sounds great. Thank you, Stu. Let's see here. Got way worse for sure. It's ever since I jumped on the bricklaying more. This is from Ollie. I was the only laborer that they needed, but yes, I respect the guy way too much, and I'm probably a bit overly loyal, which is, you know, like that's a very respectful amount of honor, Ollie. So I definitely want to give you credit for that. But I do have to say, Ollie, this is just me as your friend. I think you need to have the same amount of honor and loyalty to yourself first, and then give it to others secondary. So kind of relaying back, Ollie, and then I'll finish your message here. I think it's dope that you've got your boss's back like this, but it's been like 2 years now. Your boss keeps hiring shitty people that he is forcing, whether you realize it or not, he's forcing you to work with them. I think, Ollie, if it ever comes to a point where you realize that what's best for you is changing businesses, like maybe doing the same line of work with a different boss, it doesn't make you a bad person to want to have a better experience at work. And I think you deserve that. He said, he's done a lot for me, so I won't be going anywhere. Me and the other friend told him yesterday the plan is sticking to us 3, and he's starting to take it into consideration because he's just as frustrated now. I haven't seen anyone work as hard as he does, but at this point, with the people we're hiring, we need to start working smarter and not harder. And again, Ollie, like, I love your dedication. I love your respect for your boss. And if you, at the end of the day, dude, if you decide that no matter what, you're going to stay by his side, I mean, that's totally your decision. I hope that your boss gives you more autonomy, because you mentioned that sticking with the 3 of you guys, is something that you communicated to him that you want to do. I hope that he sees how incredibly valuable you are, and maybe your boss is in a position where he can recognize the next best thing for him to do for you is to give you that autonomy and say, Ollie, the three of you go do your thing. I'll create another team to take care of this other work. Like, I just want to see you in a happier place. Yeah. PSA, don't oh, Jules, you were referencing the weight that I lost. Yeah, damn it. Depression's a bitch, you guys. Shit. It's a bitch. But I'm over the hump of it, so it's okay. Stu, there definitely are, man. There definitely are. How have, Stu, you guys still going through the paperwork stuff? I don't want to hound you like every time you pop in here, Stu, and force you to like give me the whole rundown on how you're, you know, the process of getting to the point where you can get married is, because I know that's probably like tedious every once in a while. But I'm always curious, bro. Always curious. Harmless Tub, if I may, to the gentleman who first planted the seed in my mind that encouraged me to feel confident and comfortable, even if I'm playing a hardcore classic. And unfortunately, Tub, I'm still kind of getting to that point where I need to just trust myself and do it. And I think that's probably more so what I'm going to be doing moving forward, actually. I actually got my Switch set up again in case I want to do some classics on the Switch via the Super Nintendo or the N64 Game Boy. But anyways, Tub, I am working towards getting back to the root of, I think, me as a gamer and me as a streamer. Thank you for being an influential role in my path to getting there. Thanks for your Twitch Prime today. Happy 34, bro. Hope you're doing okay. Oh, Hikiko, you're very sweet. And Hikiko, I'll be completely honest. I mean, I've played a couple. I've kind of stopped playing League of Legends. I think I've played 2 matches in the last 2 weeks, maybe 3. I don't know. I haven't been practicing nearly enough at this point in time to be too consistent with it. But thank you for the compliment. I don't know if I'll play it super consistently or not moving forward. It just depends how I'm feeling. But I haven't been playing it too much recently. Lick the stoves. I like your dance with danger there, Kurt. Lick the stove. Did you, Kurt? We had a crazy busy weekend. Did you shave your head? I imagine you did on Saturday, right? Let's see here. Ooh, Sil. Got to have a meeting with the chief of staff in Canada. Was given some advice, and you're excited to be a toe in with the government. Very cool. Congratulations to you on that. How did you... So, Sil, you're in... If I remember correctly, you're an actress, or you do... I think you do acting, or you do some level of modeling, something along those lines, right? Or you work in plays? If I'm entirely off still, you're welcome to remind me what you do for a living. How did you get also involved with the government? That's crazy cool. The Milky Way. What's the Milky Way one, Kurt? You said the Milky Way one in the Game Boy? I almost started the original Final Fantasy VII on stream today. But like and again, I just trying to be a little bit more upfront with you guys. Like today, I just was so overthinking doing anything gameplay related on the stream. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to pull my old YouTube videos up and just play them for you guys here. So we're just doing that for today. I do need to go use the restroom real quick. If you guys will let me just go pee for like 30 seconds, I'll be right back, okay? I've been having to like contain myself in my pee dance the entire time here. Is there anything, I do want to ask real quick, is there anything that I can help you guys with that anybody is trying to navigate or work through? If there is, please tag me. I want to specifically ask that you tag me in chat if that's all right. Part of my intention today is to make sure that you guys are okay. I know I'm kind of all over the place recently. I'll be okay. I'm working through stuff. I'm figuring it out. Like I said, I don't want my stream to just be me complaining about what's going on in my life. I wanted to catch up with you guys today, make sure I'm following up with everything and keeping up to date with the important things going on for you guys, but also offering assistance if anybody needs it. So, Alex, I was raving and ranting about how I think you and your wife are getting the value out of New Mexico and Albuquerque for all the right reasons, organically and ambitiously. It's been inspiring. So you've, whether you realize it or not, Alex, you definitely encouraged me to be less of a hermit crab. So thank you for 84 months, brother. Love you to death, man. All right, let me go use the bathroom real quick, you guys. I got to pee. All right. Love you, Doe. Thank you very much, brother. Thank you very much. All right, Tub, I gotta ask, dude. Did you see the Suikoden 1 and 2 remasters that they released on Steam? Oh shit, man. I'm tempted to throw down on one of those. I'm tempted. Jules, thank you. Jules said, Flex, I like the honesty. I will say, even though I'm sure, like, Jules, I really appreciate you saying this. The ironic thing is when I have had moments in the past where I've enjoyed, like, deep, honest, coming to terms moments with streamers and they express themselves from that point, I've always enjoyed it. But man, when I do it, I think I certainly worry that I am coming across as like complaining or making the entire stream about me and my problems, which I guess would be okay still. But yeah, I think it's hard for me sometimes to be as open as I would like to be because I worry about ruining the experience for you guys. So thank you, Jules, for telling me that it's okay to just have some moments that are all about me and I'm not ruining the stream. I appreciate it. Ollie said, I hear you. For the past 2 years, for at least 50% of the time, it's been the three of us working in any way with how much time the laborers have off weekly. And we've been perfectly fine. So, like, what's the point in hiring people? Shit, I'll even start working earlier to make him happy. I mean, Ollie, you should tell him that. Like, let him know, like, hey, me and the guys, like, dude, I'll work more hours. Let's figure out a way to make this work for us and for you. Ollie, I'll bet you money if you ask for more autonomy and more hours and flexibility, I cannot see your boss saying no to that. I just don't think he would. Max, if I am in a position where I have so much money that I could freely give away $1 million and it would be easy for me, you can count on $1 million, but you got to give me some time to get there first. It's going to take me some time here. Let's see here. Oh, Tub, you're going to be blown away, dude. The only downside, Tub, well, I mean, it's not a downside, actually. I'm happy to pay $40 for the game. I just wish that the game was like $20 instead of 40, but that's okay. So Sparky, so the girl that I'm interested in, she is in my, oh, she's your football coach. I got to meet her daughter. She's 4, and I was playing football with her, and she was having such a fun time. I looked up and saw Courtney smiling at us. How does it feel, Sparky, when you spend quality time with this girl that you're interested in? Like, it's got to be like a very special, bubbly feeling, right? I'm happy for you, dude. That's great. All right. Thank you, Kurt. I'm going to have to check this out, dude. My man. I had no doubt in the world, Kurt, that you were going to totally, like, shave your head and commit to this. But I was not sure, Kurt. I was not sure. The thing that I actually was like, will he do it? I wasn't sure. Well, I knew you'd do it. I just wasn't sure if you'd like the fried chicken and waffles. I'm still super stoked that you actually found it to be fairly. I mean, if you didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't be mad at you or anything. But I was like, come on, Kurt, tell me you like it. But I had no doubt you'd shave your head for the charity. I know, I told you that earlier when we were chatting, but it applies here too. And thank you, Jules. Like, oh man, Jules, like, thank you, seriously. Jules and I had some damn good chats today, you guys. I definitely needed them. I have been streaming for so long, you guys. I think it's been interesting realizing that, like, I'm ready for things to change a little bit in terms of how I stream and my approach to streaming. Like I said, I'm not quitting. But, you know, for the longest time, I realized I continued to stream in ways that I think kept me in a place that felt safe and secure, even though it definitely wasn't best for me. And what I want to say is, if you guys find yourselves in a dangerous back and forth with gravitating towards something, someone, someplace just because it's familiar to you, I think we need to recognize that just because something's familiar and feels safe doesn't mean it's what's best for us. And sometimes I think as humans, we tend to overly gravitate towards what's familiar, to what is secure, even if it's not what's best for us. And if you find yourself going through the same motions, like over and over and over, like I know you guys have watched me go through a roller coaster the last 2 years of very similar ups and downs. And it's like, I have to be accountable to that too. I have to say like, hey, flex, like same thing again. Like, obviously if I've gone through enough rotations of something and things haven't changed, it's on me to recognize that and to recognize that, like, I still got to switch stuff up because I'm going through the same motions, you know? So just pay attention to the, how do I say this? I don't think I want to say frequency, but if you find yourself in the same place over and over again, and it's not the place you want to be, or the place you feel like you deserve, or what's like really right for your soul, it is on us, you guys, to figure out what change is necessary. Like, nobody, for the most part, is going to come and save us. You know, some people may show up, but it is on us. Like, the accountability for big ticket change in our lives is 100% on us. And I just think it's important to recognize, like I said again, if you find yourself constantly going through the same ups and downs, you probably need to change something, you know? So, hey, what's up, Crash? Dude, I saw your pictures from the trip. Crash, fucking so happy for you, brother. So cool. I hope you had a great time. Crash, I saw G-Money poking fun at you because your parents like have the cool space. I was giggling at him. Let me go backwards here real quick, you guys. Noctua, I don't think so. The last message I saw of yours was you offering to chat. So there may have been a message that perhaps didn't post. Sorry about that if that's the case. What's up, Smoggy? Ah, Kurt, you did it off stream. Hey, you know, Kurt, that's what you chose to do. I respect that, man. I respect that. Let me go backwards in chat here. I know, Tub, the second I saw that drop. So originally, Tub, when it dropped, I was like, I'm going to add this to my wish list in hopes of getting it on sale. I'm sure it'll go on sale eventually. When? I don't know. And if it's something I want to play soon, I'm just going to buy it. But I would definitely recommend throw it in your wish list and see if it goes on sale here, especially coming up to the like the holidays and such. I might pick it up at retail anyways because it might be the next thing that I start to lean into on stream. I've never done a full-blown classic RPG like that. I guess I did a little bit of Chrono Trigger, but I might lean into that, so we'll see. Oh, dude. Crash, I'm sorry that you went through some uncertainty with this girl that you were talking to, but I would rather you get clarity on whether or not it's worth it for you to move forward, like soon, you know what I mean? So I'm proud of you for being patient and working through to this conclusion, Crash. It sounds like you recognize that she's probably not the right person, or let me see. You said as soon as meeting up with her, I sensed that she had a very special personality. Sadly, not in the way that was fitting for me. Very condescending. Ooh. Yeah, very condescending, rude when asking questions, like interrupting me while I was answering. And when I asked her a question, she would respond very brief. Crash, good job. Like, this girl is probably going to meet somebody down the line who maybe is also similar to her, and maybe they'll come together and find love. I don't know. But I would say, Crash, I definitely don't want you to be with somebody who's condescending and rude and doesn't know how to communicate appropriately. I am so proud of you. You went on the date, Crash. You put yourself out there. You had some things that were worrying you, but you're like, I'm going to go and feel it out for myself. And I think you kind of like need to do that sometimes, you know? So good job, man. I know I say this often, Crash, but every time you go on a date like this, you're getting experience. You're learning what you want and what you don't want in a partner. And you're building tough, let me say it this way. You're building tougher skin. So that as you continue to date, Crash, when a date doesn't go the way that you were expecting, or maybe you approach a girl and she's not available, you're going to be less affected by the negatives and more optimistic for the positives. In my opinion, I think that that's a very likely outcome of being consistent and resilient in dating. If you got a good head on your shoulders, that is, which you do. So, Jules, thank you. Jules said, I always prefer transparency. And I also think that it's easier to be empathetic when you understand more. And Jules, like, you're so right. Like, if I, there are some things I probably need to keep to myself, right? I don't want to put all of my burdens on you guys, but there is a lot more that I could probably be sharing, Jules, like, and you know that, Jules. And the irony, Jules, is like, you're absolutely right. If I keep you guys in the dark with too much stuff, you're just kind of like wondering what's going on, You're like, does he not care about us anymore? Or does he not want to stream anymore? And it's like, no, that's not the case. And you guys wouldn't know that unless I openly talked about it. So thank you, Jules, for encouraging me to be a bit more open here on stream. Yeah, beautifully said, Jules. She goes, it's like the quote about doing the same thing but expecting a different result. Eventually, you have to change the input to get a different result. Like, there's another one, Jules, that's quite similar. Let me see if I can remember it. I can't remember it verbatim, but essentially the point behind it is, hey, thank you, Tech Savvy. Dude, I recognize your name. Have we met somewhere before? I feel like I've seen you before. I'm not sure where. Thanks for following. I certainly did not anticipate meeting some friends and just chatting. Thank you very much. Hell yeah. If you want to pop into chat, you're welcome to, okay? So I'm not going to remember this verbatim, but essentially the quote is like, your life is a byproduct of what you're willing to put up with good and bad, right? So what's a good example? Like, I don't know. I think people are a pretty good example. Like, I can remember when I was a kid, I used to spend time around, quote, some friends. I do quotations because they really weren't friends. I just thought they were. But I used to spend a lot of time around some friends when I was a kid, just constantly trying to win over their approval and fit in with the group, when in reality, I didn't fit in. And everybody that was part of the group was always going to give me a hard time. I don't think that I would have ever fit in with the group. And, anytime I would spend time with these kids, I would always feel like shit afterwards. I'd feel weird. I'd feel left out. I feel like I wasn't good enough. I'd feel ugly. I'd feel unaccepted. Sorry. And there was, I was a relatively normal kid. Like, what I'm trying to emphasize is, like, there was nothing inherently wrong with me. I was just being me. And I just obviously wasn't in alignment with these kids. And they weren't very good people at that point in their lives. Maybe they're better. I don't know. And the reality is like, I wish when I was younger, I had enough awareness to recognize, like, wow, every time I hang out with these kids, I feel like shit. So I probably shouldn't hang out with them anymore. Like, if I can consistently feel like shit after spending time with a particular group of friends, at some point in time, it's my responsibility to recognize that, like, every time I spend time with them, I'm essentially saying I am okay with feeling like shit because of the way that they're treating me, which is poorly. And that's on me, So again, it's on us to make the changes sometimes and to use the information at hand to dictate whether we're in the right place or the wrong place, you know. Oh man. So what is stars, Tub? I've never heard of stars, I don't think. Expedition 33, 100% is on my radar. I have it on my wish list. It's something I do plan on playing eventually. Let's see here. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit slow in chat, I know. Let me see here. Oh, here we go. Crash. She seems super interested in me, almost sickly interested in me. And when I cut the date short, she got very angry and questioned me why I didn't like her. You know what, Crash? It sounds to me like you were on a date with a person who has a dangerously big ego. And I say that very intentionally. People with egos that big are, in my experience in life, very much not accountable human beings. They tend to blame everybody else for their problems. They tend to blame circumstances and environments and the world for their issues. Yet they want the most out of everything that they're a part of. Not everything, but a lot of things. So I think you really dodged a bullet there. Max, it sounds like you're heading to bed. Just want you to know I love you, man. Have a good night. Thanks for popping over, dude. Ollie says, in other news, I just got all the achievements for Wu Chang. Ooh, all right. Wu Chang today. Besides the Earn All Achievements achievement, I followed a guide where I could get every ending on playthrough by backing up my saves, but that only works on PlayStation, it seems. So that game's at 95% completion. Oh my God, Ollie, how do you freaking do this, man? But actually 100%, but not 100%. I got to play the game 3 times for all the endings. You know, Ollie, you should just put that game away, and then whenever you feel like playing it again, you knock out one of the 3 playthroughs. Like, if that were me, that's what I would do. Otherwise, I go crazy. I want to pause this real quick and say something to you guys. It's probably going to continue to be difficult for me to talk about like my stream related issues. I don't necessarily have a hard time talking about the stuff that's tough for me with regards to my life, but when it comes to stream, I get very self-conscious. And you know, I worry that I'm coming across as like complaining or just like, I know you guys have heard me. I've gone through very similar stuff for like 2 years. So I know to some degree I sound like the boy who cried wolf, which is why this time I'm like, I have to make some radical changes. Like it's time, you know, I don't want you guys to be like, here Flex goes again, here's another like depressive episode and he's going to disappear for a month. Like that's not right for you guys. It's not good for you guys. It's definitely not good for me either. But what I would like to say is, I really appreciate that you guys have not given up on me and that even though I sometimes am a mess, I am human just like you guys. And I really appreciate that. Like I was so self-conscious to come on stream today because I'm still figuring stuff out, you know, and I'm doing way better now than I was 3 weeks ago. But like I was telling Jules this recently, it's been really fucking hard for me to slow my streams down. Like when I committed to like, I think for the next couple weeks, I just need to stream 2 days a week, maybe 3 if I feel like it. Oh my God, you guys, that is so hard. Because in the back of my mind, I'm like, if I slow stream down, it's only going to hurt the stream. So I'm like, you know, 3 months ago, I already knew that, but I was like trying to hold on to the security that I had and streaming myself into the ground to inevitable burnout, which is like so bad. And because I didn't have the courage to say like, I need to slow down now, even if it's going to be a little bit of a short-term bump in the road for the stream, it will enable me to come back better and be more consistent in the long run. So like I have to slow. Anyways, it's been really hard, and I know you guys have heard me rant about the things I've gone through over the last couple of years. And I know that I've struggled with similar things over a couple of years. And I totally get that. But thank you for still giving me compassion and patience. And like what I realized was, even though we're talking a lot about everybody and my own issues, but we're also still just fucking hanging out, you know, like it's so crazy. I think I've been doing this so long that the worry of like my friends leaving me, I think for anybody who's in a social environment like this, whether you're the streamer or not, like we all worry about whether or not people are going to show up for us. And I just want to thank you guys. Like this feels like this stream is about all of us today, but I feel like I've been taking up a lot of the talk time, just talking about like my own problems. And you guys have, like, you guys are still here. So I know it's a little annoying to hear me bitch and moan, especially if it's been the same thing for 2 years. I'm figuring it out. So I promise to not be the boy who cried wolf. But just thank you guys a ton for letting me be like myself. Like, Chris, you're so sweet. Flex, what is the worst thing that happens if you're open and honest and run stream how you want? You need to get a full-time job. Chris, you're sweet. Okay, you've done that before and you know what it is like. I think, Chris, I feel what you're saying. Like, who's Flex? It's actually Jack. Thank you, Crash. I can't believe you still call me Jack. Yeah, Chris, streaming the way that's right for me in the capacity that I have, like, you're absolutely right. Chris goes, what's the worst thing that could happen if you're open and honest and you run stream how you want? Like, the worst thing that could happen is that I am probably more consistent and sustainable in a way that's better for me than I ever have been, which is actually inherently a good thing. So I just, dude, Ollie, what the hell, man? What the hell, bro? Thanks. Jesus, mother. Tier 2s? God damn. Do you want a strip tease after stream or what? What do you want? God damn, Ollie. Don't worry. It won't be me, Ollie. I'll call up some, like, incredible supermodel. Kira's, like, great friends with a bunch of supermodels in France. That's right. She is. I would never lie about that. I'll be like, hey, you know that, like, that good-looking English dude I told you about? Go find him. He's ready. His body's ready. His body's ready. You would not want a striptease from me, Ollie. Trust me. Absolutely not. No way. Anyway, sorry. Ollie, thank you so much, dude. To Jonas and to Syl. Hell yeah. I don't know when, Ollie, but we're doing a fucking pub crawl someday. And if I can, we're going to do it, you, me, and a group of friends, whoever's willing to meet up with our crazy asses that night. Hopefully also Felix. Like, it'll happen eventually. It will. It will. All right. Chris, I promise. How do I say this? Chris, you'll be really proud of the things that I have been investing in these last few weeks. I'll say it that way, Chris. I promise you would be very proud. I'll say more down the line, but yeah, Jules, unfortunately you've already met me, so the joke's on you, Jules. You can't escape me. Ah, shucks. Thank you, guys. Hey, Solani. Hey, Ollie. I'm going to do you a toast here, if I may. Thanks for keeping us here together, bro. I love you, man. Very much appreciate you, Ollie. Now, let me go backwards here. Man, thank you for this. Matt said, I find it easier to open up to people who open up to me. I find it easier to open up to people who open up to you. You show you're human and are very willing and open about your life. I appreciate that more than you'll ever know. Thank you so much for saying that, Matt. I had to read that again so I could really take it in. Let's see here. Let me go backwards here. All right, hold on one sec. You got Kurt. John, I think it's important to only share what you want with us, even though some of us worry about you and do deeply care about you, but we don't want to cross the line asking too much. And that's totally, totally, totally fair and legit, Kurt. And I promise, Kurt, the things that I share are things that I'm comfortable speaking on. Sometimes it might take me a little bit of time to warm up to those things, but that's why, like, especially today, you guys, thank you. I didn't anticipate starting stream and talking about myself so much, but I think I realized I was like, maybe I need to, like, kind of get a little bit of it out. And I know that you guys have probably been kind of like, what the fuck is going on? You know, and I'm just working on myself and investing in things that are going to help me just be in a better place. I've been taking a lot of time to really understand what balance looks like for me moving forward, what my redeveloping myself as like a live stream. What the fuck? As a live streamer looks like.
Where do I send the rest, bish?
I know what this is, you goober. Thank you very much. This is for a project that I was very honored to work with a friend of mine recently. I didn't realize you were going to send that over here. Thank you very much, Uncle Dabia. I won't say too much because it's more of a private thing, but thank you, Darius, very much. I was honored to do that alongside you, good sir. Let me go backwards here real quick. Hey, Darius. Always wishing the best for you, dude, through thick and thin, man. I know you got a lot on your plate, but there's no one I would have more confidence in knowing that even though nobody wants to see you have so much on your plate, Darius, I have nothing but confidence in knowing that you're the gentleman who's always going to figure it out. To you. Thank you for the incredible opportunity, Darius, to have worked together for a little bit. And thank you very much, Darius, for 37 fabulous months. I love you, man. I hope you're okay today. Cheers. Hey, Eris. What's going on? John, we're still waiting for the OnlyFans. Flex has no rhythm, so you do not want to dance for... What? Chris, I swear to God, I'm pretty good at dancing. I'm not the best, but I actually think I'm pretty good. Daddy's got moves. I probably can't dance as good as Chris. Chris, I feel like you could throw it back. Tell me I'm wrong. Chris has got moves. There's no doubt. There is no doubt. Well, Darius, I would say since you've, I think since you sent it here, send whatever amount. I think I know there is a cap, Darius, for what is required. We can do a mean Seawalk, the New Mexico version. Dude, you know, Darius, if I got to do the Seawalk next to you, it would be okay. I think, as long as I have your blessing. Maybe he wouldn't want. Trust me, Darius does not want to bless me doing the Seawalk. He's seen my moves. All right, my Seawalk might not be on point, but still, my normal standalone dance moves are decent. Yeah. Darius probably does not want to be associated anywhere near me or with me at all if ever a Seawalk is busted out in public. But if it's privately here in the house, he's welcome to laugh at me. I'm not kidding. I bring the Seawalk up often. I got so obsessed with that when I was in high school. There was a point in my life where I could Seawalk relatively well. I'm not even kidding. I look like such a poser though. And I was very proud of that. But the amount of time it took me to practice, like, I don't know how people do dance groups. I am definitely not very coordinated in that way. It took me forever to learn basic Seawalking moves. It was actually embarrassing. But I will say, I did get to a point where I was pretty good. I want to see you do the heel toe. Dude, I don't even know that I could do much anymore. I know like 2 things, I think. Oh, man. Let me go backwards here real quick. Thank you so much, you guys. Let me go back. Dude, and Jonas, I super feel you on that. And Jonas, that's been part of the tough part. Like, to be completely upfront with you guys, I think, Jonas, if I didn't take the break when I did, I was going to 100% burn myself out to a point of potential not the best.
Less than free, John. Remember, people care about you, and if you need to take time, that's okay. And some of us will always have your back. Tilda sent via throne.com.
Oh my God, who did that? That was a throne thing? Hold on. Give me a... Thank you very much, you guys. I am blind as a bat. My OBS preview screen is so small, I actually couldn't see who sent that, and I couldn't see what it was for. I'm going to look the email up, okay? Whoever did that, thank you. I'll thank you again here in a moment because I'll be able to see who it was through my email, but I really appreciate you guys. But yeah, Jonas, and that was part of the difficult part for me. I think, Jonas, I've needed to take a decent break for most of this year, and I've definitely needed to kind of slow down so that I could figure my shit out. And what kept me from doing that for the entire year up into this point was my fear of losing the income and the potential growth I had worked for, losing the chance to kind of keep in touch with new friends that I had met. Because I'm very confident that I'll be able to continue to stay in touch with my friends that I've had for a long time. But there's a lot of things that a stream relies on that rely on consistency. And the second you remove that consistency, it can very much hurt a channel. But again, I was going down a path that if I continued to go down that path for a couple more months, I think I would have legitimately burned out, like entirely from streaming. So I had to come to terms with the reality that like I'm going to have to take a hit to get into a better place, or I don't know where I'll be streamer wise in 6 months, so definitely a difficult thing to do, especially as a small business owner and something that is incredibly social, but definitely necessary. Noctua, I'm so sorry to keep you waiting on this. Give me 1 second. Noctua, second try. I was not offering to give you advice or solutions, just need you to know that we are lucky enough. Oh, I'm sorry for misinterpreting. Lucky enough to be experiencing this world with others around us. Maybe my experience would help you get perspective. We can feel alone and isolated. What the heck, you guys?
This
Dude,
is for
Crash.
our project. You know what project? No, not the hairy feet project.
Bro!
I do not anything to do with that flex. Please keep the hairy feet for yourself.
I don't want hairy feet. What in the world, Crash? Well, 1 second. Dude, thank you, man. I really appreciate it. This is for our project. You know what project? No, not the hairy feet project. I thought you were an investor in the feet picks and cards business, Crash. Is that not what this is for? It's not a $50 investment? I love you very much, Crash. Give me 1 second. I'm coming back to you, brother. Noctua said we can feel alone and isolated, but we are lucky that we can learn. Sorry, you guys, I forgot to play this. We can feel alone and isolated, but we are lucky that we can learn from those around us. So I offer just to listen and share. As for me, the last 2 years have included 2 major events related to each other that forced me to really look inside and figure out who I am and who I want to be. I feel very much in a similar position, Noctua, in my own life. This past was no longer available. I am able to share more details, but would not want to do that on stream at this time. Just know you are not alone, no matter how much it feels like that. Hey, Noctua, I really appreciate your willingness to be vulnerable and open here to the extent that you're willing. And I know some things are not stream appropriate, or like some things need to be private, but I really appreciate you putting yourself out there to say like, yo, Flex, we're going through this at the same time in some way, shape, or form. I understand you. I certainly can say the same to you, Noctua. And, Noctua, you're putting that in chat gives anybody else in a similar position as you and I a chance to have the same reflection. And I think that's what community sometimes is all about. So to you, sir, thank you very much. That was beautiful, man. Ooh, hold on 1 sec here, you guys. Like something in the back of my throat. 1 moment. What do you guys think about the old school COD stuff? I went to look to see if the servers are still relatively active, but they are unfortunately not, which breaks my heart. I mean, they're active, but there's not a lot of people playing the original Call of Duty Modern Warfare anymore. Damn it. Damn it. I miss that game so much. Okay. Yeah, Darius. I'll text you. That way, because I know, Darius, you probably don't want to say too much on stream, but I'll let you know where to send the rest. Or how. Let's see here. Gangster, as Flex likes to say. And thank you again, Darius, for I completely spaced that. Like I said, I had the opportunity to work alongside Uncle Debia, and very grateful for that. I got to definitely lessen the financial hit that I took over this last month because of that. So that was very helpful. Let's see here. All right, Ollie said, that's the plan. I start a new game plus run to test out enemies and boss difficulty. It seems pretty easy, but I'm going to be playing Battlefield 2042 over the weekend. The Hell Is Us coming out soon. Then after that, I have Borderlands 4 at the start of my 10 days off. When is that coming up, Ollie? I'll have to keep in mind of that. Let's see here. I have 10 days off. Oh, you just told me. From September 12th to the 22nd? Dude. Oh, shit. That's going to be dope, man. Is this the, like... I know every year, Ollie, you usually take 2 or so weeks off, right? Is this that time frame, or is this just another, like, planned vacation time for you to kind of just recharge on your end? Flex looks like a long john. Thank you, Sil. Chris, I don't want to wrap you in too much because I know you're likely working, but how are things with you and work? How's your training? How is your coaching? And how is Dojo? Okay. The dual OnlyFans is out now. Honestly, I think I couldn't, if we did a dual OnlyFans, Kurt, I would feel guilty because I really do think Darius would earn the large majority of the income through the dual OnlyFans account. So I can't team up with him yet until we come up with an appropriate split that would be ethical, you know? Probably 95 to Darius and 5% to me. I think that would be about right. People will be like, where's the guy with the moose knuckle? That's the one I want to subscribe to. I'll be like, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Thank you, Eris. Absolutely. We have your back. I didn't see who sent it, but I 100% agree. And I'm going to look that up here in a second. But what I do want to say, Crash. What I'm coming to terms with recently is, I think part of this is I am entering... Oh, thanks, Casey. I'm entering a stage in my life where I'm still interested in games to some degree, but a little bit less than normal. And I'm just wanting to continue to double down and invest in personal growth in the areas that are important to me, which is health and fitness, my relationships, nutrition, like continuing to better understand people psychologically and socially, doubling down on communication. And I need to figure out how to build content around those things, even if they're more outside of this office oriented, even if it's me in the living room. And, you know, I've considered and talked about doing that before in the past, but now I'm in a place where I feel like I've given myself the approval to actually go and do it, because I know I really do need to do it. So, I'm going to be playing around with things, you know, I'll be testing things out and just trying to take a deep breath and recognize that maybe the next couple months is just me figuring out what I enjoy streaming now and what I want to pivot to. So, you know, my content's always going to be built off of us having a good time together. And certainly when I'm in the right place, like I want to be present for you guys to help you guys work through things. Or if it's a day where we just need to have fun and we have fun. So Casey, I love you to death. I know you said you're in your car, so I'm not going to pull you into chat too much, but I want to say something, Casey. You, Braden, and Andrew, through everything over the years, have shown me, not that you owe me any level of commitment or consistency, Casey, but you've really shown me that I can be a human being and work through things and still come back and have an incredible community and space to be a part of. And I really value that, Casey. This stream does a lot for me as well in my own like individual selfish way. I get so much from this, far beyond just income and such. And I wouldn't have any of this, Casey, if it weren't for friends like you and Andrew and your son, Braden, who have been here for years. And I really appreciate it. So thank you very much, Casey. I love you. And I hope you have a safe drive home. Good morning, Blood Raven. Let's see here. Go backwards. Sorry, couldn't help myself. You know I love you, Kurt. Oh, real quick, you guys. Hold on one sec. Crash. I'm going to tie you into this. Pardon me. Because, Crash, we've been friends for a long time, dude. What I just said to Casey, Andrew, and Braden absolutely applies to you so many times as well. The amount of times, Crash, I felt lost over the years, and you've shown up in total darkness with a candle in your hand and said, Flex, grab my hand, dude. It'll be all right. Bro, it feels unfair. Crash, thank you for believing in my ability to continue to do this moving forward, and for saying, Flex, I don't know what the fuck is going to be here in the future with what you have in store for the stream, but I will be here. Thank you, Crash, for everything. For speaking that into existence before any money or anything like that has ever been shared with me. But also for sharing such great intention alongside, like, very intentional support, Crash. I really appreciate it. Thank you, dude. That was fire, bro. I'm going to read your message as well here, Crash, but I do want to go real quick. I had somebody who was so thoughtful to pop over into Throne. And I want to say real quick, you guys, going to pause the Skyrim gameplay here for just a moment. I know that I can use this space to talk about my own stuff and to be a little bit more honest with you guys about my just like being all over the place recently, but I still want to make sure, and I want to say that I feel totally okay, and I feel good enough to be in a position as well where if you guys need me to bounce things off of, or if any of you are going through something, please let me help if I can. I want to today. I'm definitely feeling good enough to be present in that regard. So if anybody's like, I don't know if I should share it today because Flex is going through a lot. Like, I'm going through a lot, but I'm working through my shit. It's all good. You know, like, I'm not crumbled by crippling depression. I'm just kind of going through the motions. So if you guys need my help, please lean on me today. That is a very big reason why I went live today. And I want you guys to know that it is okay to lean on me if you need me as well. I am able to be a strong friend to give you a shoulder to lean on today if you guys need me, as much as you guys are giving me the chance, okay? All right, I'll stop there. I'll stop rambling, but you know what I mean. Crash said, Flex, I want you to know how deeply I appreciate you. I'll always stand behind you no matter what. I love your streams, but what I value even more is when you take care of yours. God damn it, Crash. You're such a good friend. What the hell, dude? You're so selfless. You know, Crash, there are a lot of streamers out there who, at the end of the day, you know, like, I don't know how else to say this outside of being blunt, but thank you for making this, Crash, about friendship, connection, and compassion and love first, always. I think there are a lot of streamers on Twitch who are recognizing how transactional streaming can be. And I'm saying that in a very respectful way. Like, streaming can be, it's a form of content, and sometimes people want to pay for that content, which is totally fine. But I am definitely, and I always have been, wanting to be a part of this, to be present with you guys on a deeper level, and to have the space to connect with one another. And Crash, like, thank you for 100% always being here for the right reasons and for showing me that no matter what, you're still here and you're my friend, dude. Thanks, man. Thank you so much. He said, when you build yourself up, you build the stream as well, because the strength, the light, the energy that draws us all in comes from you. Nurture that first and everything else will follow. Always here for your brother. I want to go back to my point I was trying to say earlier. Crash, you know how easy it would be for you to just, you're being very selfless, Crash, and you're being honest, when if you wanted to, you could just tell me all the things that you know I need to hear with the hopes of just getting me back to streaming as much as possible. And you're not doing that. You're telling me what you know I need to hear, whether or not it means I'm going to be streaming more or less for the next few weeks, because you're a good friend. That's what I'm saying. Thank you for being a good friend. Hopefully what I said came across right. It's all a compliment for you, Crash. All good things. And Casey, I know, like, and I know you're listening, so no response necessary. Actually, don't you respond. You better be driving safely, Casey. I know I've said this to you so many times, Casey, but, like, Kira and I feel the same way, and I hope you know that that is never tied to the things that we exchange here beyond our friendship, Casey. Like, even though you know I appreciate it, we are family and great, great friends and memories, have been great, great friends and made many memories over the years because of that friendship, Casey. Always for the right reasons, so Let's see here. Oh, no. Casey, did you get food poisoning today, or I hope you're feeling better? I'm sorry to hear about that. I know that's not... Actually, don't answer till you get home, Casey. Hi, Bay Panda. Welcome in. By the way, thank you guys. I think we had Slum Trapper. That was a good name. Thank you for following the stream earlier. Darius, thank you again for... I completely... It's crazy. When I am like feeling messy, I forget stuff all the time. It's not intentional, but thank you for remembering that, Darius. It shouldn't be your responsibility to do that, but thank you again, Darius. I completely spaced that. I forgot to tell you where to send that. It's my fault, dude. Let's see here. Energy connection. So when you say energy connection, are you referencing like two people on similar wavelengths coming together? Or perhaps like when one person is with some specific form of energy and another person is with an energy that maybe is very, very different, how they don't always align? It sounds like that might be what you're talking about. Let's see here. Chug some water real quick. Darius, yes, and holy shit, dude, it was a lot more than I realized, I'll be honest. Which is not inherently like a bad thing, but oh my goodness. Just very time consuming. And I found, you know, Darius, what I found, bless my wife, you guys, holy shit. I'm very lucky. Like, my wife lives with me, and she respectfully calls me out on my bullshit when necessary, with love, and she does so very affectionately and very strategically. But there are so many times where I set standards for myself that are way beyond realistic. You know, it's like my standard for performance is oftentimes unrealistic, yet I hold myself to that standard. And of course, because it's not realistic, I'm gonna fail. And then when I do fail, I beat myself up. It's like this circle of totally not helpful, you know? And the irony is when I look at my friends or other people, I really enjoy building other people up. And I think that I'm pretty good at helping them build themselves in a good direction in a reasonable, realistic, healthy sense. But goddamn, I suck at applying that to myself. So anyways, Darius, Kira was like, I think you bit off a little bit more than you can chew right now. So I think we need to slow down a little bit. So she's certainly helped me kind of pump the brakes here this week, actually, Darius, because I was so overwhelmed. Let's see. Yo, Darius, did you have like a good? This was the week you took the 3 days off, right? Or is that coming up? Fuck, I can't. I think that was this week. All I know, bro, is you definitely needed the fucking time off from work, for the love of God. Like, I hope that if it's not this week, I hope it's coming up. But I feel like it was this week, or was it not? Oh, Jesus! Darius! Christ! Damn it! Yeah, of course, bro. Let's see, Darius. I should. Dude, I could probably come over tomorrow if you want. Bring the ladder over. Oh shit! Actually, Darius, sorry, I can't tomorrow. We're going over to Tony's at 5. Oh, Darius, what happened with the AC? Uh-oh. Did the blower go out? That's. Or is the what's it called? Is the filter clogged? Hold on, you guys. Let me see. Dude, what the hell? Help him. He's not. Dude, Darius. Oh, God. Darius, are you making sure? So I know as long as. That is so incredibly. Dude, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to think, Darius. I'm sure you tried everything, but as long as it's. Oh, dude, that shouldn't be happening. As long as it's been on auto and you've been setting it to a particular temperature, I mean, that obviously shouldn't happen. So I wonder what's going on. forgive you for the AC going out. God damn it, bro. I didn't realize you were dealing with that. Oh, you apologized. I have such a bad habit of doing that. I guess you're right. It's not my fault, but still, I feel bad that I didn't know. Hold on one sec, you guys. Oh my gosh. Pixie Gloom, you're very, very, very sweet. I am 100%. And I love you, my beautiful wife, you guys. I love you so much. Holy Titties team today is pee pee poo poo. Kira, you're incredible. My goodness. Okay, one moment if I may. Pixie Gloom. I see one familiar face in your raid here, and he is a great friend of mine. I have a lot of my career over the years to thank this gentleman for, and something tells me he might be the reason why you and I are getting a chance to like even remotely meet today, let alone your willingness to say like, hey, what's up, Flex? Here's me and all my friends, which is way too generous to give someone that you've never met before. I am in your debt. Pixie Gloom, first of all. Secondly, your hair is awesome. I like to creep on everybody as much as I can, like just in little bits and pieces. I promise I'm not a creeper. You can ask my wife. I only creep on my wife, which I think is appropriate. Okay? I call her the cute little feet queen. I just outed myself, but and it's an inside joke here. Anyways, Pixie Gloom, your hair is fabulous. I would love to get to know you a little bit better if you give me the chance. You don't have to spend an hour here or 4 hours or anything. I know you just finished your stream, but I've never met you before. I would do a terrible job introducing you to our community. You'll do so much of a better job. And of course, Serenity, if you want to write what you most enjoy about Pixie Gloom's stream, please put it in chat and I'll read both your messages out. Pixie, if you want to, is there anything you'd like to share here that describes you as a person, your community, your streams, what you do, whatever you want to share that you'd be willing to write for me? And I know you may have to step out because you wrapped up your stream. But if you're willing to write anything for me as an introduction, I would be honored to read it out and then do another shout out for you if that's okay. What I want to say real quick, for those of you that are here for your first time, I know I'm just a stranger to all of you. My name's Flex. I'll tell you guys more about myself, but I would much rather focus on Pixie Gloom first because they are incredibly generous for bringing all of you over here in the first place. Serenity, you're unbelievable for recommending the channel. I so appreciate you. If it wasn't for Pixie Gloom bringing all of you over here, I wouldn't even know you exist, and you guys would have no clue that I exist. So it's a big deal we're meeting. But what I would like to emphasize first and foremost is if any of you are here through Pixie Gloom, please prioritize them. If I ever get lucky to see y'all again in the future, awesome. I'm honored. I feel like I've earned it if that's a chance. However, I would really like to say, fuck me. If Pixie Gloom's live, go and hang out with them first. Always. I think that's very honorable. I mean, you guys are welcome to do whatever you'd like. You can keep me tabbed up, muted if you want. But it takes a lot of hard work to meet friends on Twitch these days. It's a very competitive platform. I'm not here to like take you guys from Pixie Gloom. I just want to hang out with you whenever you're not hanging out with Pixie Gloom. Plain and simple. If you want to come back and kick it, that's it. So, and thank you you all are very sweet for following. I really do appreciate it. Just want to say, Pixie Gloom first. I'd be honored to have you guys as a secondary, third, fourth, fifth, whatever it may be pick if Pixie's not live. And for those in our community, I'm going to do one more shout out here for Pixie. If you want to go and meet Pixie Gloom for yourself over there on their end, check out their community and their, I'm sure, great quality content. If Serenity's over there, that tells me plenty as is, because he has an incredible ability to align himself with really good streamers and good people. I'll say it that way. And if you guys want to go check out Pixie's incredible hair as well, and there's, I'm sure, far more to Pixie than just their fabulous hair. But I was creeping on your page a little bit, Pixie, and I was like, damn, very nicely done. This is an introduction from Pixie Gloom, okay? There's a shout out link to the bottom of their channel, to their chat at the bottom. There's a shout out link to their channel at the bottom of chat, which is now in the middle of chat. But this is Pixie, okay? They said, I am Pixie. I'm Scottish. I own around 400 plushies. I'll have to show you my wife's office. It is my addiction. I do chatting streams where we vibe and make balloon animals. That is epic. And chat tortures me. Love that. And I am really funny and also cool. Fucking fly as ever. I can feel it, Pixie. I can feel it in the air. That was a gangster introduction, Pixie. That was tight. That was tight. All right. And then we have a referral from Serenity, okay? This is from Serenity in regards to Pixie Gloom. Pixie is an amazing just chatting streamer. I've only known her for just over a month. She has a lovely community. Like here, she has an amazing, caring place to be. Her mods, including Val's Guild, nice to meet you, Val's, is great at keeping everybody safe. I would highly recommend Pixie. As a plus, they also do balloon animals. Pixie, do you do balloon animals in celebration of receiving subs or bits? Or support, or just like in general for people in chat? Like, how do those work? If you want to tell chat more about that. Hell yeah. I'll tell you what, Pix, I am 100% intrigued. I'm already going to pre-follow. I'm working myself back. I've been taking a lot of breaks recently, Pixie Gloom. I haven't been on Twitch very much the last couple of months, but I'm trying to like slowly reintegrate myself back into the platform like as a viewer. So hopefully see you on your side of things relatively soon. Goodness gracious. Sorry, guys. You're very... Hey, is that Jen... Hold on. Jen Fluid Matrid? I have moderate dyslexia, so if I kind of butchered your name, I do apologize, but I super appreciate your compliment. That was very nice of you to say. I know Crash goes, why do you keep bringing feet up when we get new people here? And then my wife immediately goes, seems sus. Darius, let's just keep it all here in one batch for tax stuff. What I was going to tell you, Darius, is you can share with me whatever the amount is. I think it's $5.99. Don't overgo the cap. That way we don't have to deal with like a W, whatever it's called, like a W10 or something. Just make it easy and don't even worry about it. But we'll keep it all just through here since you committed to today to doing the first amount, which is totally fine. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm gonna go backwards. I am so behind in chat, you guys. I'm so sorry. Oh God, yeah, I'm brutally behind. I'm gonna have to start fresh. Jesus. ESBot 9000, Diablo Mort, Gen Ref Fluid, Matrid. I'm sure that's, hold on. Genry Fluid Matrid. Is that closer to correct? I hope. And then we have Pixie Gloom, of course, honored. And then we have Cassandra Andal 08, and then Boo Pal. Thank you all very much for your follows. You guys are awesome. Serenity, thank you for hooking up Pixie Gloom with a sub to the channel too. That was tight. Sorry that took me a little longer than it should have to thank you guys for those follows. This is my first stream back in a minute. I stream full time, but I've had to take a couple of steps back recently just to really try my best.
Thank you for subbing to my Av.
Yeah, always, Darius. If ever there's going to be a long-term sub to your OnlyFans account, it's going to be from me. Thank you very much, dude. You're the best. I just figured, Darius, for like tax reasons and stuff, we'll keep it simple. That way it works in both of our favors. So thank you again, Darius, for giving me the privilege of doing that project with you, man. I'm very honored. And honestly, Darius, I completely fucking forgot about that. That's a huge help, especially with taking off the last month that I have from stream. So super pumped. I'm sorry, Darius. I've been all over the place recently as well, and I completely forgot about this. So thank you for following up with me so often. The thank you videos you send back are really God. Well, Darius, I can't send you as good of a thank you video as you send me, but I try my best, man. I'm not part of the Moose Knuckle crew yet, but you know, we try. All right, let me see here. Let me go backwards in chat. Okay. Pixie Gloom, you said you're Scottish, so that means it is 10:13 for you over there. Am I holding you from going to bed? Are you getting dinner soon? Like, I know you might have to get ready for bed and stuff, so don't feel obligated to stick around. If you want to, obviously, it's fucking cool with me. But how was your stream? I'm going to ask you just a couple more questions, and if you got to dip out, give me a heads up. That way I don't pull you into, like, infinite discussion. Totally get it. Okay. I will be lurking soon, but I got a little... Okay, cool. So I was like, I just want to... How was your stream? And Pixie, You do incredible just chatting streams from what you and Serenity have both said. You do awesome arts and crafts. Do you do any types of gaming things at all, or do you kind of keep it all basically social based? My channel is very much the same as well. Yeah, Alice. You can count on it. Hell yeah. Thank you, Alice. I've got a pretty good memory, Alice. As long as like 3 months don't go by since when I see you next, I should be able to remember your name. I've got pretty good memory, like I said. All right, let me go back and chat. Noctua, can you really make like a balloon snake and a worm? I like that. That's a good joke. I think that's a joke. If it's not, I don't mean any disrespect. But I was like, that's pretty damn funny. Nicely done there. It's okay. I believe
you
in
gotta
you.
be more specific next time.
You gotta.
Hey,
what the heck? Thanks.
How much more specific can you get?
Thanks, Dreaming. Dreaming, I promise you, I am working towards figuring out the best setup for things moving forward. Thank you for helping me stay afloat. Thanks for using some of the returning sounds. Uh-oh, Crash said, our company is on rocky grounds, mostly an overreaction from the stock market, but basically the old CEO, oh no, was fired, just got a new one. Seems like layoffs are what he intends to do. Rumor has it will be announced on Tuesday. I feel pretty safe in my job, but still. Crash, I'm so sorry, man. I didn't realize you were having to deal with like this uncertainty. When did you get the news on this? Fuck, man, I'm sorry. Crash, can I say something? Like, I'm going to toot your horn here. I think you're far too valuable for your company to even remotely consider laying you off. I feel very confident that you are also okay. I can't see the future, obviously. But what I see, Crash, is you giving them an abundance of value. If anything, they should be paying you more, which tells me that you are an incredibly valuable asset to them. I feel like you should be okay. But you really feel all right? Love it. Pixie says, it was super fun. I'm so tired, but everyone there today was so lovely. It's always like night, you know, Pixie, especially when you finish a stream fairly late, it's nice to end on a really good note like that. I'd like to think that it walks you into a good night's rest, feeling very euphoric, you know? Okay, let me go backwards here. Okay, Darius, hold up. Back it up, man. So, Darius, like the AC is just not turning on at all? Like 100%, you turn it on, the fan doesn't even blow? Like, tell me what's going on with the AC, Darius, because we're going to have to figure that out, like, immediately. Did you tell your landlord, sir? It's like, as long as, if it's been on auto this whole time, like, the only thing I can think of is the fan malfunction. Hey, Alice, I really appreciate you trusting me with that. Hold on, my stream just froze. Oh, there we go. Alice, what I wanted to say is, I have so many friends that I've been lucky to meet and make through this community, through Twitch. And what I have come to see is that sometimes just sharing anything about yourself, let alone something as like beautiful and very, very big, right? The internet is not always a place that's going to be receptive to those things. It should be, but it's not always the place that's going to be receptive to those things, whether they be big or small things. Your willingness to trust me and everyone here in sharing that, first of all, your name is Alice. Secondly, that you're trans, which I think is incredibly, incredibly powerful to be on the receiving end of hearing and learning something that's so important about you. Like, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, trying to like go back and forth chat. Here we go. Flex, games will always be there, but investing in yourself, health, growth, fitness, and real connections is priceless. I truly believe you have the potential to be one of the very best streamers in this area. Oh man, Crash. I wish I had your belief in me all the time. You're so sweet, dude. Like, Crash, I read this, and when you say it to me, I'm like, yeah. But when I'm left on my own, oh, dude, I'm so self-critical. It's bad. And that's so crazy. I feel like there are a lot of people. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I think I'm pretty good at building other people up and helping other people work through life and navigate life. But man, the amount of times people like that they're not good at giving that back to themselves. It's crazy, you know? Which is why I'm very lucky, Crash, to have friends like you, to have my incredible wife who's willing to help speak like clarity into my ears when I'm not, unfortunately, always in a position to give it to myself, you know? Thank you for saying that, Crash. It was very nice of you to say that. You said, because it's authentic and sustainable, building yourself up first is the foundation for everything else, and it's what will make your content shine even brighter. I'm proud of you, always in your corner. Oh my God, Crash, I can't believe you said this. You're so sweet. Together to the top. Thank you, brother. You're the man, dude. Darius, we're going to figure out your AC ASAP, bro. So I'm going to put some things in motion today. What I'm thinking, Darius, might be worth trying if you can access it is, what's it called? The breaker. Like maybe turning the breaker off. Although I don't know if the AC unit is attached. I mean, it should be. Maybe turning everything off on the breaker and leaving it off for a minute, like the main switch, and then resetting the breaker because it might need a hard reset. And just make sure whenever you turn the AC back on that it's on auto only so the fan's not constantly blowing. If it's an issue with the fan, maybe the fan blew out. Hey, Alice, that's not too personal. I'm very sorry that you're having to... Alice, you're having to hold off on something that needs to be happening immediately, is what it sounds like to me. You're like, Alice, this is who you are. You've been ready for this. And it breaks my heart that your parents are letting their own thoughts and opinions dictate what you can or cannot do at 27. And like, I understand you live at their house, but still, I'm sure your parents are incredible people, Alice, but I wish that they would be giving you total understanding and compassion and empathy instead of forcing you to live in boundaries. And I'm sure that's been like unbelievably difficult for you. I'm terribly sorry to hear that. Pixie, you heading out to bed? It was an honor to meet you. I hope you don't find me weird for doing this. And if you do, it's totally okay because I am weird. I'm going to give you a hug to say thank you for bringing all yourself, by the way, and all of your friends here to spend time with me and my friends. And Serenity, you better get in on this too. If it wasn't for you, I would have never met Pixie. I wouldn't be speaking to Alice right now. We've had some good times already in just a half an hour. So, Pixie, to a good night's rest, to hopefully the beginning of a good friendship. Alice, you as well. Serenity, I have met some of the best friends in my entire life through other best friends of mine. Thank you for thinking of me and Pixie, Serenity. And honestly, Serenity, everybody in Pixie's community and everybody in our community. It's pretty dope. So have a good night, Pixie. Thanks for the love. Thank you, Pixie. Have a good night. It was a pleasure to meet you today. Looking forward to kicking it on your stream sometime soon. Thank you for putting up with my shenanigans and the feet jokes from earlier. I can't help myself at this point from throwing myself under the bus. And I hope you have a great night's rest. And thank you again, Serenity, for bringing us, being a reason that we all came together today. And Alice, it's been lovely continuing to chat. Thanks for hanging out. All right. Get some good sleep, Pix. Pixie. I keep calling you Pix. I'm sorry. All right. Hey, and Pixie. Got you up already. Looking forward. Real quick before you go. Sorry. One more question. Pixie. How often do you stream? Is it just like whenever you feel like it? Do you have a schedule? I imagine it's probably in the evening time, maybe nighttime for you, just based off of your, rating into here close to 10 o'clock at night for yourself. Wholesome squad assemble. Thanks, Alice. That was tight. Hey, Jules, I want you to know that your compassion had a lot of momentum behind being here today. So thanks again, Jules. Okay. All right, Crash. It's scary. I feel like I do a good job. And yes, I give a lot of value, and our entire team is probably not going to be impacted too much. At least it shouldn't be. It would not make any sense. So the new CEO is using the media more to communicate than internal communications. That is rough, Crash. Like, that's not right. It should be the other way around. But he was introduced 2 weeks ago. However, the stock price has been going down for the past year, despite the fact that we still deliver great financial results. Crash, I'm sure it's a matter of time before the stock comes back up. Do you think are you gonna hold on to yours, Crash, or did you end up offloading some of it just during the uncertainty? I also think you're gonna be okay, dude. Like I said earlier, I think you provide way more value than they probably deserve in terms of like what they should be paying you, like twice of what you make. But I think that the value that you give them is irreplaceable in some sense. Sparky, if you're willing to, it would be a huge help for me if you're willing to repost that. Okay, so Darius, my small ladder can get into the attic, but the breaker is in the garage. I turned off for about that amount of time over 2 days. Is there one possibly in the attic? I'm not too worried about it for now since I have a lot of fans set up. Dude, but Darius, it's fucking hot, dude. Like, we got to get that fixed, man. As far as I know, Darius, I don't think that there is an individual breaker in the attic. I'm glad you found the entrance point, because I was going to say, I'm pretty sure last time I was there at your place, I know that there's one in one of the closets in the master bedroom. I'm going to make some calls after stream today, Darius, because we need to get that figured out, bro. Like, that's 100%, dude. You can't be... Dude, it's fucking hot as shit, and you live in Albuquerque. You're incredible, Darius. I know you not reaching out to the landlord is so well intended, but I want to get that fixed for you ASAP, man. Like, it's too hot, dude. It's too hot. Darius, Darius, if you need to come here and stay in the shelter of air conditioning, for the love of God, you better fucking take me up on that. All right? I'm going to say that. It is up to you. Bro, it is way too hot. So in the time being, Darius, if you want to come over here, it's up to you. You're more than welcome to, man. And like, Darius, we can, if you want, just come pop over, we'll coexist. I know we both got things going on, but you're always welcome to. That's always an open door here, man. I'm making calls after stream either way, though. So we're going to figure it out. Let's see here. There's a clip. Somebody mentioned a clip. Would you guys post that again? Somebody mentioned a clip that I got to check out. Sparky, thing is, she's my coach, and I see her weekly. And Roxy, her little girl, kept asking me questions. I was being careful playing football with her. Got to a point where she grabbed my finger, and was talking about, oh my God, talking about me. It was the first time I met her daughter, and it's kind of like we instantly bonded. Honestly, I'm nervous to do anything because I can ruin. Sparky, the nervousness that you feel is so normal. Like, anytime you feel romantically interested in somebody, especially if they have a kid that you're just meeting for the first time, you're going to feel nervous. I would feel nervous too if I were in your shoes. If you didn't feel nervous, Sparky, I would say, is this the right person? But the fact that you do feel nervous tells me how much you care about her, which is awesome. And you connecting with Roxy so organically, I would say, I don't know what the girl's name is, the mom's name is, the girl that you like. But I would imagine as a mother, that's a huge plus. So what do you think is next for you in all of this, Sparky? Do you, does your coach know that you're interested in her at all, or is it still kind of unknown? A few weeks ago when it was low. Okay, still low, but I would expect it to rise. We are delivering very good results. The stock pros are just scared. Honestly, Crash, best time to buy is when everyone's freaking out. I like the strategy, dude. Good job. I can ignore it. I didn't have a good AC in Cali, so I'll just deal with it and didn't over. Okay, so you're... All right, that's fine. Darius, I just want to say one more time, though, dude. If it's not letting you sleep or it's unbearably hot, do not even remotely think it is an inconvenience for you to come over here, bro. Like, if our AC went out and we were fucking dying of heat, in a heartbeat, you would give me the same offer, and you would tell me not to overthink it. So I'm telling you right now, don't you overthink it. If you want to come over here, you can set up shop, Darius. You can stay here until the AC gets fixed. The door is open. And if you want to walk through it, I'll let you I'll leave that up to you. But I just want to make it very clear. You're welcome to come over here. So, near death encounter. Okay, let me see what this is. Oh shit, Kurt! Oh my God, was it you? I would like to publicly apologize for definitely leaving Kurt hanging for freaking an hour after I'm sure it was him. Oh my God, Kurt, I'm so sorry. I would have remembered, but now I'm embarrassed. I'm sorry, Kurt. Okay. I promised whoever supported on Throne that I would read their support email here shortly because I only have a brief moment. I know, and Kurt, I know you said don't worry. I'm saying that. I know it's funny for both you and I. I'm like, fuck, I totally spaced that. Anyways, I promised our Throne supporter that I would go and read their support message and see what they supported because I only get like 5 seconds to see it on my screen and my screen is like this big. So something's telling me that I am going to be thanking Kurt here, but thank you for reminding me, Kurt. Okay, we had, let's see here. Hold on, pulling this up. Well, Kurt, you gentlemen, thank you very much. Hold on, Kurt, this is pounds, right? These are pounds? Tell me I'm not wrong on this. Or am I fucking backwards? Are these euros or pounds? Oh, I'm finally getting it. Jesus, I'm so embarrassed every time I mix those up. Okay. Kurt, thank you for a 10-pound contribution to the Nintendo Switch 2, which is way too freaking nice of you, dude. What the hell? And secondly, I can't wait until we can throw down on some new Donkey Kong. Kurt, thank you very much for always taking great care of Kira and I. Kurt said with a 10-pound, not euro, contribution to the Nintendo Switch 2 on Throne. John, remember people care about you, and if you need to take time off, that's okay. And some of us will always have your back. It is that reality, Kurt. And I want to thank you for saying this specifically. Kurt, what you said here in this message is exactly what gave me the courage to say, like, even if I go backwards a little bit as a streamer, even financially, slowing down, I know it's what I have to do, and if I don't do it, I'm doomed. So I need to feel courageous enough to make this commitment for the short term so that I can come back better in the long term. If it wasn't for you hammering that reality in my face, what the heck? Dude, if it wasn't for you and everyone else hammering that reality into my head, Kurt, I don't know that I would have ever had the courage to like stop and slow down to a point that actually let me recharge. You guys, what the hell? What is this?
The goal amount for your crowdfunded gift has been reached.
Oh shit, what is
sent via throne.com.
Hold on, you guys. What the heck? Who did that? Darius, was that you? God damn it, Darius. You're too sweet, bro. Hold on. Darius. God damn it. Bro, you didn't owe me that much. Jesus. Darius, this is too much. That is... Bro, you gave me everything... Hold on. Let me do the math here. Yeah, Darius, you gave me too much! I'm looking at you. God damn it, Darius. All right. Okay. God damn. You were too nice to me. He gave... All right. He told me to shut up. I know you mean that with love. Darius gave me more than he should have, and certainly more than he needed to. So I want to say, without going overboard, Darius, thank you for everything, dude. Over all of the goddamn crazy ass years, man, you've helped keep this stream alive, literally, and me together as a human being. Because the amount of times he stepped in and helped me figure out my shit when I literally had no hope in the world of doing it on my own. And I'm not just saying that. Thank you, Darius, for the love today and for helping us. Man, it's, you know, it's crazy, Darius. When I sat down today, I was like, I really do think I need to just fucking redo this whole office because I am... Like, I have too much friction, feeling like when I step in here, it feels like the same office I've been in for 5 years, which it is. But if I'm reshaping the stream, I want, like, everything to feel different. So, Darius, like, thanks for hooking it up, dude, and helping me completely redo the office. 1000% in a way that I can like actually redo. You're the best, dude. Fucking A, man. Darius, yeah, he shared $168.99 for our badass wall mount unit. Let me show you guys what it looks like. It's going to be super sick. Thank you to Uncle Dare Bear for help us tweak out the office in a way that look really cool. And if you're fucking melting, Darius, I swear to God, I will drag your ass back here if I have to. Okay, I'll stop right there, but seriously, if you need
We're
to come
sorry.
over,
You've
just
reached a
mother-
number that is no
the
longer
hell?
receiving calls from this caller ID.
You guys,
or
what?
may have been disconnected or is no longer
Slap
in
him D
service.
next time you see
If you
him.
feel you've reached this
God
recording in
dang
error,
it.
please dial 01134
What the heck, Serenity?
008.
Oh, we
And stay on
haven't
the
heard
line
this
in
sound
order
in a
to be
hot minute. That's
redirected
for
to a
sure.
private investigator, so that we can try to get you in touch with the individual you are trying to reach.
Oh God, have mercy on
Please
you
be
guys.
prepared to compensate our
Thanks,
investigator
Alice.
team for no apparent reason.
I'm gonna
with a
let this
variety
play
of
out.
Snacks from the list that follows.
I have to pee. I'll be right
Ritz
back.
Peanut butter sandwich crackers.
I love you, Serenity.
Happy Belly cinnamon graham
I'm gonna
crackers.
pee real quick.
Lance Toast real peanut butter crackers. Kebler toast and peanut butter sandwich crackers. Austin peanut butter on toast sandwich crackers. If you have already submitted a snack payment and have had no luck getting in touch with the individual you are inquiring about and would like to speak to our private investigator manager to submit a complaint, please visit www.wherethehellis25donaflex.com/we miss you come back /silentflex /smooth peanut butter /this is totally legit /I am appalled /help me I'm trapped in a URL /69. Thank you. Goodbye.
Love you, Flex. Taking time off is great. We will always be here. Time off is earned, we will always return and always support. I know I have said it before and will say it again, you saved my life. Thank you. Hashtag FTFN hashtag make friends.
Serenity. I talked to Kira very heavily about you a few weeks ago when I was at the potential breaking point for things, and I realized that I needed to change course or I would burn out permanently. And you are one of my most meaningful friends that I like to speak on in terms of so much of what this is about. I want to thank you, Serenity, for all the love over the years, but most importantly, for giving me the chance to have any level of positive influence in your life and for giving me so much in my life. Thank you for everything. And I'll never forget, Serenity, what brought us together and what kept us together. And that's not a one-way street. It's a two-way street. I love you, man. Thanks for the 25, Serenity. You did not have to share that, dude. Jesus, mother. Yo, Mason. What the heck? Thanks, bro. Monkey, thank you. Hey, Serenity, you know I say that with love. Like, obviously, I appreciate the support. But I know that you've helped me so much over the years, and you have a lot of reasons you could say, I've done plenty for you, Flex. I'll never forget it. So, thanks again, sir. So nice of you, Serenity. Mason. 63 months, bro. Thank you, brother. How are you and your family? Monkey, let's fucking go. Stay fly, stay fresh, stay moist. I forgot about that one. Happy 41 months, Monkey. Thank you, brother. 63 months to Mason, the mighty magical man himself, Mr. Daddy. And then, if I'm not mistaken, hold on. Did I miss something? I thought I missed something. Maybe I didn't. Slap him next time you see him. You'd like that, wouldn't you? Watching Darius, you and Kurt go back and forth. I love you guys. Flex being Flex is the understatement of the year. It's so true. Oh, man. Serenity, you said at the end there, hashtag FTFN, which makes me smile because that is not something I hear very often these days, which is okay. It's been a long time. And then the most important one, hashtag make friends, not followers. Always, bro. Darius? Hello? Oh, wait, Darius? Hello? I opened the door for you. That was answering the phone and opening the door. Oh, Alice, I wish I could take credit for this. It's a video. It's me playing. It's from my YouTube channel. But what I did today, just because I was feeling really funky and not sure that I could play games and read chat. So I went ahead and preloaded a playlist. I will literally show you. I preloaded a playlist. Hold on. With my old YouTube videos. Oh, I can't show you, I guess, until I minimize this. But I have a playlist of not all, but some of my older videos here that I just have playing in order. So that I could kind of just have the space to have a conversation with everybody without worrying about splitting my focus too much between a game and such. So old school gameplay from Call of Duty, but still. Good, man. Just tried to be honest this week. Oh, tired. Sorry, tired. My dyslexia. Work has kicked my ass, and I don't know why. Maybe the weather. Maybe just me wanting to be home. I mean, Mason, you have a brutally difficult job, and you live in an unbelievably humid area. I don't know how you do it. And I would say, Mason, I think you wanting to be home is totally, like, normal, and I don't blame you, you know? Hey, Mason, you working tomorrow, or do you have tomorrow off? Because we got the weekend right around the corner. I will say this gun in, I think this is Modern Warfare 3. So fun to use. Not good for far away, but close quarters. Oh my God, I remember the good old days here. Jacob, what's up? Dude, I was lurking a little bit this morning, man. Great Elden Ring stream. I was kind of battling, I don't know, Jacob, if you've had the moments where you're like, fuck, should I stream? Should I not stream? That was me for 3.5 hours. Not even kidding. But I was hanging out. Great Elden Ring stream today, man. You guys want to check out Mr. Kuba Ben over there for yourselves? Check him out in chat. Thank you very much, Kurt, for the shout out there for Jacob. Okay, let me go backwards here. Ooh, hey Alice, you said may I make the suggestion of VHS rips in the background? What are VHS rips? What is that, Alice? I don't know what that is. I'm always down for suggestions. And Monkey, I hope you're having a good stream. A good day today. Thanks for popping over on stream. Oh, there's a clip I'm supposed to watch. That's right. Hold on. Let me watch that real quick. Did you guys? I know somebody posted. Damn it. I'm slow. Oh, here we go. Oh my God. Wait. I gotta go back. Told you guys, Pixie's got some dope hair. Look at that. Okay, here we go. Oh my God, look at all those plushes. She was not kidding.
I'm scared. Thank you for...
Whoops, shit.
Okay.
You know what? Honestly, she handled that very well. I am, I know when I've gone through anything on stream that is even moderately a surprise, it's not like embarrassing all the time, but it's always like an extra level of shocking, you know? That's fantastic. So hold up. I didn't get the scoop on the balloons. Does she just make those through the course of the stream? Does she make them in honor of friends or events or anything like that? Like, what's the story behind the balloons and the intention behind them? I know the intention is probably to be artistic and playful and such, but hold on, I'm going to get the video back up. We got a Daddy Kevin in the house? I knew the sexy meter shot up drastically. What's up, Kevin? That's right, we're back from the grid detox. Dude, I forgot to tell you guys this. I have been, so in the last 7 days, I have probably spent less than an hour on my phone. And I've spent almost no time. Okay, probably an hour on my phone, and outside of my stream that I did last week, my streams, I probably have spent less than 2 hours on the computer in 7 days. I'm trying something. I'm not done with it yet, but it's become very apparent to me how much, I'm going to say, technology with screens is so deeply positioned in our lives that I think sometimes it pulls us away. It makes it harder to be in the present moment. And I think it's kind of in some capacity like pulling us away from.
Have you been pushing this button again?
You guys are funny. And I love you dreaming. It like pulls us away from our foundational aspects of what it is to be human. So like, for example, I realized how often, like, let me ask you guys this, and maybe the answer is not drastic for some of you, but when is the last time any of you, for those of you that drive, when's the last time you consciously chose not to put music on and just be with yourself and your own thoughts in the car? And here's another one. How often when you're watching movies, TV shows, or live streams, are you actually watching two screens at the same time? I'm talking about your phone and a movie. So those are just like two little things. But I realized recently how, and I don't even think I'm glued to my phone that much, but like how much I'm spending time on my phone. And I actually think I love short form content because it's fucking entertaining. And like, yeah, that aspect of it is cool as shit, right? But I'm realizing I really do think the direction that we've been heading, we are shortening our attention spans to a degree that I think is actually a little dangerous. So I'm kind of going through a little bit of a detox from using like TikTok and Instagram Reels and trying to pull myself, because I thought, I took some time recently to think about like, what did people in the 1920s do for fun? Like, for example, let's say, what's a good example here? Let's say you guys are sitting on the couch with your partner and you're watching a movie, and your partner is going to get up and use the restroom. Or maybe your partner needs to go put the laundry in the dryer. Something that's going to take 3 minutes. What's the first thing most people do? For 3 minutes, by the way. It's like, holy shit, we can't sit for 3 minutes? Most people, myself included, if there is a 3-minute window of nothing's going on and I'm not entertained, I pull my fucking phone out. Boom! I'm like glued to it. And I'm like, damn, that is the fact that, and myself included in this, the fact that I can't just sit for 5 minutes and just be present is like, to me, I'm recognizing that's not okay. For me, at least. It's okay if you guys disagree. Totally fine. But there was a time not too long ago where we didn't have TVs, we didn't have headphones, we didn't have speakers everywhere. People were keeping themselves busy with things that were not, and I don't want to say like our phones are always bad for our brains and stuff, but I don't think our brains were made to have so much different information coming in so frequently and so variably. Like, I actually think that it's probably not good to overly expose yourself to that. It has to have an effect on your brain. So I'm kind of taking a couple steps back, and I just want to see what it's like. I think my attention span is also awful right now, Jules, and I think it's only gotten worse. Like, another really good example, how many of you 30, we'll say 20 to 30 years ago, maybe 30 is a little bit long, but we'll say 20 years ago, how many of you knew everybody that's important to you? How many of you had all those numbers memorized? Okay, and here's the kicker. Unless the phone number of those people is the same present moment, like if it is, you probably still have it memorized, right? But if those phone numbers have changed, do you rely on your cell phone to call them, or do you rely on yourself? Like, obviously we're going to call them through a cell phone, but my point is, do you use your memory to retain the information of the cell phone number, or have you transitioned that all to your phone? And yeah, that's a very small example, but I'm like thinking to myself, what's super important as all of us age is to keep using our brains. And now we're using our brains, and there's a counter argument as well. Like, now you're using your brain in a different way with your phone. But I'm like, to some degree, we want to make sure that we're still using our brains like we did 30 years ago. You know, like, balance both. But anyways, these are just things that I'm thinking about, and I definitely am weird, and I like to try things and see how they make me feel. And if I notice no positive difference, then I usually go back. But this is like a thing I've figured since I'm detoxing from streaming a little bit. I'm slowing down a little bit just to recharge. I'm trying to spend less time using electronics. Somebody's going to laugh at me for this, but I've been going down the rabbit hole of looking at the negative effects of blue light exposure to an extreme degree. And for those of you that don't know, blue light is in all of our screens. Blue light is in all of the synthetic lighting that we use. Blue light is in all of our computer monitors. There is a very necessary balance for human beings. That balance is not just blue light, but also the spectrum of light. So like when you go out in the morning, I always recommend you guys to go out in the sunrise if you can, to get not only the exposure on your skin and your face, but in your eyes, because your body needs that balance. And if all we're exposing ourselves to is an abundance of blue light, we're going to be off balance, you know? Sorry, that was my little rant, but anyways, that was a really long way to say that I've been detoxing from screen usage recently. I'm still playing around with it, and it's been interesting so far. Darius, I'm so sorry I missed this. You said, I have a custom Stream Elements widget I created called the Hub. This is dope. Actually called the Support Hub. Might you be interested in testing it out sometime soon? Can be offline and or online when you have time. I think I might eventually start selling a bundle of 3 custom widgets I've developed. Dude, yes. Of course, Darius, if you want, also, dude, if you want me to test it out, if it's got things that you know that I'll use, then fuck yeah, man, I'm happy as heck to test it out. I do know this, Darius. I think I'm gonna, like, how do I say this? When I started streaming in 2013, Stream Elements was like the only resource available for notifications and receiving donations. So I've used the same service for 12 years. Now there's a lot of other service providers out there. I think I'm going to switch to another service so I can start streaming from my phone and not have to worry about my notifications not working correctly. So I'm hoping that that's part of the solution for me. So like Darius, if you made something that fixes that problem, not only is that great for people like for me, but it's great for other people like me. Oh, dude, literally, you just said it tracks sub bits, leaderboards, hype train, daily sub goal. Dude, you're such a fucking beast, man. Yeah, Darius, that very much appeals to me. I was just talking to Jules about this recently. Like, one of the things that's held me back from IRL streaming is like none of my notifications work. And like that's just a problem. So I need to figure that out. Oh, thank you, Kurt. I'm not surprised the amount of research you do, John, as you like to get all of the information. And and it's always well intended. I will say, some people need to be in front of screens all day because it's part of your job. Totally get that. I don't know enough to speak too much about it on stream outside of mentioning that I do think this is a minor solution, but I think getting blue light blocking glasses, huge. Wildly underrated, especially for circadian rhythm, for your circadian rhythm and the benefits that sunlight exposure has in calibrating your circadian rhythm so that you sleep well as you should, like organically. So I don't have a pair yet, but you guys may see me relatively soon wearing moderately goofy colored glasses that are actually blue light blockers. I'm going to try them out. And I don't know if they're like a perfect fix or not yet, but I'm going to give it a shot. Woo, okay, Mason says, although I have been staying off the computer for at least 3 days a week, also I do that, but I drive an insane amount, at least 3 hours a day. It is very destructive and it hurts children more than anything. What are you talking about, Mason? Mason, you said, sorry, Mason, I'm not following. You said something is destructive to children. You probably mentioned it. I'm just not sure what we're referencing here. Okay, and then Darius, I know there's something you said here. I like to sit in silence and listen to the sounds of the breeze at the window lately since it's been open. Dude, I like that you're being present with that, Darius. See, like, that's the stuff I'm talking about. When is the last, like, Darius, great fucking job. When's the last time we went outside on our own free will and just, like, listened to the birds chirping with no other goal outside of just, I'm going to be outside for 10 minutes in nature. You know, like, I know it sounds so corny and whatnot, but I really do think that it has an effect on us. Darius said, I have a... Oh, sorry. You read that? My bad. Or I read that. Can you guys tell I haven't streamed in a minute? Okay, let me go backwards. Dreaming, thank you again for the $2.50 donation. Let me check on my dog. He's crying like crazy at the front window. Hold on, you guys. Can I ask real quick? I know I've been annoying saying this today, but I've been doing a ton of ranting and just rambling. Thank you guys for letting... Just thanks. I've had a good day today. I appreciate y'all giving me the space to just kind of speak about all the weird shit I'm into, or to just talk about how I'm feeling. Of course, to help you guys when I can, which leads me to this again. If any of you need my help, I know I have not been live the last couple of weeks. I don't want you to think I don't care about you guys. In fact, I care about you guys so much that I knew that if I didn't reduce my stream time, I would continue to sacrifice myself for everybody else, which right now, and honestly, that's not a good thing for anybody to do. It's important, I think, for all of us to remember that when we are at our best, you then become a 10 times better version of yourself, which can give 10 times more to everybody else and sustainably. Whereas if you're not taking care of yourself, eventually you're going to burn out. You're going to run out of gas. And then nobody's benefiting, including yourself. So anyways, my slowing down does not mean I don't care about you guys. If anything, I knew that if I didn't slow down, I literally would not give myself the time that I needed to get myself in check. Because I don't know that I'm always capable of saying no to myself if it means helping other people, even at my own sacrifice. Does that make sense? Anyways, I am perfectly okay to help today if you guys need me. I've only been live once this week, today, and then we have tomorrow. I don't want you guys left hanging if you're going through some shit. So if you need me, tag me in chat, please, okay? I worry about you guys, not in a way that I think anybody's going to get in trouble, but I want you guys to be okay too. So I know the stream is a balance for a lot of us to stay in alignment with what's right for us in life, myself included. So if you guys need me, lean on me. Let me go check on my dog real quick. And thanks for letting me ramble. I think Mr. Zeus saw a cat outside of the window. Little turd. Hey, Alice. It was wonderful meeting you today. Thank you again for trusting me and everybody else in sharing some very beautiful things about yourself with all of us. Have a great night, and we'll talk soon, hopefully. Thanks again, Alice. I love you too, Sparky. Thank you. He said her name is Courtney. When I was playing football with Roxy, she was smiling at me and her as I played football with her. Roxy is 5, but she was having so much fun and smiling and laughing back. Do you... Now, sorry to ask again if you already answered, Sparky. Does Courtney know that you're interested? Does she know you're interested in her? Or is it still a secret to her? Serenity, sorry that I missed this earlier. Serenity said, I have to head to bed now. Much love to all. Remember, you guys are amazing, all wonderful, and all valued. Be proud of the things that you've done rather than dwell on the things that didn't work. Your life is yours to do with what you want. To do with it what you please and want. You got this, and you're winning. Serenity, that was epic. Thank you. You have a good night. I will remember everything from today, Serenity, and always from the past. Thanks for reminding me that I'm lucky to be here. Have a good night. That was epic, man. Oh, okay, Mason. Yes, sorry. Super agree, by the way. And Mason's referencing how harmful screen time can be for kids, especially, I think, at a really young age. Mason, I am so pumped. Not that I wouldn't expect you to be mindful of this, but just the amount of people that I see that... And again, I have to admit, I don't have a kid. I'm sure I already know it's an incomprehensible level of difficulty to raise a kid. So I don't want to sound too naive, but I see a lot of parents using tablets and cell phones as a means to keep their kids busy, when I think potentially they could be a little bit more present and give their kids other things to keep themselves busy with that don't rely entirely around a screen, you know? So I love seeing that you guys are already mindful of that, Mason. Yeah. Crash, thank you I'm so sorry. I know I'm missing a couple things here and there now, you guys. But Crash, I want to say I had an incredible time with you today, man. Thanks for having my back. Like, so ridiculously unconditionally, dude. And that's not a standard you have to hold by any means, Crash, but I really appreciate it, dude. And you better keep me posted with everything with regards to work, okay? Rooting for you, though. I really do think you're going to be okay, Crash. And way to buy on the dip, dude. Way to buy on the dip. Hey, what's up, Jer? Jer, I want you to know that I was already late as shit today, Jer, and I was on the edge of like, should I stream, should I not? And I just decided to go with it for 2 to 3 hours or so. But I saw before I even started stream, Jer, you were already waiting for the stream to start, and I just wanted to say I saw it, I felt it, thank you. And it's good to see you today, my friend. I hope, Jer, you and your husband are well. Hopefully work's going smoothly as well. Okay, let me go backwards here real quick. Yeah, Darius. I have another that tracks channel point redeemed, but yeah, the support hub is just one widget but does all of those things on its own. Did you like, Darius, like, you developed all this on your own? What can you not do? What can this guy not do? You legend, man. Darius, I imagine you're using the bits, and so like, Darius, for your leaderboard stuff, does it also do the notification on the screen, or is it just a leaderboard based thing? You're cute, Blood Raven, and handsome, all in one. How'd you sleep last night, Blood Raven? Already Friday for Blood Raven. Stelios, good to see you, man. Been a minute. Let me go backwards. Jules, have I missed anything from you? If I have, you better give me a wee post, please. Yeah, and Jules, in regards to the phone number comment I made earlier, I don't want to make it sound like I have everybody's number memorized as well. The only numbers I have memorized, outside of my wife's, which I committed to memory when we got together, actually, and it took me a while for, my wife was like, do you have my number memorized? This is like 3 years after we were dating, and I remember saying to her, like, no, I just call you. And she goes, what if you don't have your phone with you? And that is when I realized, like, oh my God, I'm using my phone for too much, you know? Anyways, most of the numbers that I have memorized outside of my wife's, I've known for like 20 years. So again, a reminder, like, I think our phones are incredible resources, but we don't want to be overly reliant on them. And it's okay to exercise your brain every now and then, you know, like commit a new number of a friend of yours to memory. Just see how long you can continue to commit it to memory. Be good for your brain. Thanks, Jer. That was very nice of you to say, and I really appreciate that. Can I ask, Jer, has work progressed nicely for you today? You have a good night's rest there, Stelios. Thanks again, man. Slept all right. Good. GG's on that one, Blood Raven. I feel like last week, I don't know what it was. Holy crap, Simon, is that you? Do you have the raccoon as your picture still? Psycho Z, is your name Simon? Am I remembering correctly? Dude, it's been a minute. If I'm forgetting, I do apologize. Holy shit, man. Thank you so much for 67 months. Great to see you in the channel. Hopefully I'm not mixing you up, dude. If I am, give me a little nudge. It's been a minute, and I've only streamed a couple times in the last few months, so kind of getting back on track. Okay. Thank you for reminding me, Nathan. I was in Nathan, I'm always going to be upfront. Like, if I'm not 100% certain, I'll probably tell you. Thank you for not taking offense to me thinking your name was Simon. I really don't write anything down, and you guys all know this by now, but my memory is, of course, it's not perfect. So, well, shit, Nathan, holy crap, man, how you been? Jesus, man, 3 years, and we get to reconnect. It's an honor and a pleasure. Honor and a pleasure. Thank you, Jules. Jules, and 100%. I almost realized when I started streaming, I was like, Flex, did you stream did you start streaming you shouldn't have? Because I was realizing that I was in a little bit of like a funk, and I'm like, obviously it's okay to be in a funk, but if I'm going to carry the funkiness over the whole stream, I probably shouldn't stream. And I was like, let me just give myself a half an hour and just stop stressing. Because I think, Jules, I was really subconscious. And I was recognizing that. But I was like, okay, John, chill out. Just relax. Have fun. These are your friends. So thank you, Jules. I definitely was feeling uncomfortable at the beginning of stream. But I feel way better now, so. It's like, Jules, I think the amount of times I pop on and I'm like, I have to be perfect. You know, it's like, oh man, I got to chill out with my standards. I spent like 4 to 5 hours writing logic and then fed it to ChatGPT to execute into code. The fact that you even know how to do that, Darius, like, you know, ChatGPT is amazing, but you have to be very good with prompts to even remotely use it effectively, especially if it's regarding coding. Dude, I am so impressed, man. I'll send you a Discord DM of a preview, and then if you're okay with it, open it on the side of screen and let me know when you're looking at it, and then I will run a demo. Okay. Dude, hell yeah. Darius, yes. Darius, are you, like, what's your goal with this? To get it running to a point where you can, like, license it for people to use? I think you should totally charge for this, man. Okay, let's see. You can always ask. I was actually off for the past week. Ooh, oh, happy belated birthday, Jer. Holy crap. That's awesome. Well, Jer, I think you kind of answered what I was going to follow up with, which is like, did you do anything to celebrate your birthday? Yes, you did. You took the whole week off. Fuck yes. As you should. I took the opportunity to completely disconnect and not keep up on my work emails and messages, which, Jer, you're entitled to that and you should do that. Take it from me. I've not done that near enough myself as well. Did you feel like you got what you wanted to out of the week, Jer, in the birthday celebration? It's okay. And you know, Nathan, I have been on and off as well on my end. And I think sometimes, like Nathan, there are moments where I don't know, we might be on Twitch for a year every single day. And then maybe there's a phase where you're not on it for a couple months or a year or 2 years, you know, because you're focusing on other things that are more important. Totally understandable. Nathan. In the last 3 years, what is the most exciting thing that's happened to you? If you're willing to speak on it on stream. Let's see here. I know, Kurt, very well said. I love that you're always improving everything, Darius. Very well said. Also, Solani, I've been reading a lot more messages just like internally instead of always reciting them online. I realize that I've read a few of the things that you've said today on stream and I completely spaced on touching on them. Thank you so much, first of all, Solani, for the very generous message regarding like my taking care of myself and stuff. I wanted to say, Solani, like, I know you're going through a lot, but I think as long as you are approaching this with the understanding that you're doing as much as you can, and there are some things that are outside of your control and level of influence, just continue to be as present as you can and continue to be the great person that you are. I'm confident that these things are going to move forward in a way that's good for you and everybody else. And don't internalize things, especially if they're outside of your control, as much as you can. But I certainly feel for you, Solani. It was a terrific time off, and my blood pressure and stress levels were so much lower than before my PTO. That's great news, Jer. Yesterday and last evening, though, the anxiety hit and I had stress dreams throughout the night. Coming back today hasn't been too bad. Fuck, Jer, I'm gonna level with you. I swear to God, sometimes I think the hardest thing in coming back from a trip off is the anticipation that we sometimes have. Even if, like, we're great at what we do and we love our job, it's hard to go from vacation mode back to work mode. I super feel you on that. I'm sorry that it was a little bit of a stressful night. I said busy with back-to-back meetings this morning, and then it was a bit of a frantic this afternoon, but I'm wrapping up shortly. There you go. And hey, Jer, you got Friday tomorrow and then the weekend to kind of guide you through getting back in balance with all of this. Like, that's a good thing. Darius, what's the best way I could test this out for you? Like, I'm assuming, Darius, we do this off stream, right? I'm assuming? Because I'll make a note, Darius, so I don't forget for a year or something like that. I'm trying to really get on top of that. Jerry said the week was great. Went up for a few days to a cottage that our friends rent for a week every summer. That sounds fabulous. I went to the movies with my best friend from university. Hosted an in-person D&D with a group. Oh, sweet. With your group. Visited with my Oma. I have a friend who calls his grandmother Oma as well. I love it. I think it's a German term, right? Oma on my birthday. So, and by the way, Jer, incredible that you and your Oma still get to spend time together. Like, I remind myself of that often as well. I still have both my grandmothers too. Both my Omas. On my birthday, and then had dinner with my sister and my brother-in-law. I imagine your husband was there for all this too, right, Jer? 100%, and I don't usually disconnect on my vacations, so this was a new experience, and heck yes to tomorrow being Friday already. See, and like, Jer, I hope that tomorrow being Friday, knowing that you get the weekend right afterwards, gives you a little bit, like, it makes showing up tomorrow a little easier, I hope, even though I know it's still a lot of work. Nathan said, I would say the most exciting thing would definitely be landing a super good job. Dude, congratulations, right out of college. The most impactful thing was taking the time to really get to know myself and really love myself and surrounding myself with the people that are genuine and right for me. Yo, Nathan, fuck yes, dude. He said that's driven a lot of the success I feel like I've had over the last 3 years. Nathan, I'm so proud of you, dude. Like, I'm sure on the other side of all these incredible things you shared with me, Nathan, there's probably a fuckload of hard stuff you had to go through too, right? But you know what? Coming out of all of that with the value that you just shared with me in chat right now, dude, that is what life is all about, man. Great job. Hell yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about. Congratulations, by the way, Nathan. Graduating, landing a fire job, and having 3 years to self-reflect and double down on building into a better you. Oh, that's like picture perfect, man. Hell yeah, man. Well, it's an honor to reconnect in 3 years, Nathan, with the best of news. That's incredible. Okay, Kurt, yes. You said, John, know that... Do you remember when I was saying my audio interface was messed up? I did speak to the retailer. They have a 3-year warranty with it. I thought it was only 2 years. Oh, they're going to fix it. They approved the RMA, so they will test it, and hopefully they will get it fixed for me. But I know that it may be a case of getting a new one, and I don't mind that. The courier is collecting it tomorrow, so I have to ask my brother to hand it over if I am out of the house with the physical therapy appointment when they come to collect it. Kurt, in the meantime, while that's out, do you have a solution so you can keep streaming? Or I feel like you can without your audio interface, right? Yo, Kurt. Hell yeah, dude. Essentially, Kurt, your audio interface is giving you issues. Like, I think it's very likely that they're going to be able to see that that's the case and hopefully get you a new one at no cost, which would make me really happy. If anything, maybe you pay for shipping, but still, it's cheaper than buying a new one. The demo is for whatever. It's just so I can answer your question. You just asked about how it works. I was just going to so Darius, do I you want me to do this right now, right? Do I just click on it? How should I do the demo? Dumb it down for me. I'm just going to show you how quickly it works. To implement it though, I would just duplicate the widget to your Stream Elements account, and then you just add it as an overlay to OBS or whatever you use. See, and Darius, that's part of the reason why I don't use Stream Elements for anything other than the bots and chat. I've been considering switching entirely over to Stream Elements for all my notifications, because I think if I do that, I don't even think, so part of the reason why I've been having issues with my notifications for IRL streams is I have to stream through Streamlabs on my phone or notifications don't work. And I think if I do Stream Elements, like, I don't think I have to have anything plugged in. Like, so like right now, I have to have my Stream Elements on. Oh, I can't show you guys for whatever reason because, oh, it's, hold on. Do this. Like, I have to have my Streamlabs up or the notifications don't work. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So it's like, I think I'm definitely ready for something else. 1 sec, you guys. Beep. I just realized what time it is. I will probably have to get going here shortly soon. It is almost oh my God, it's almost 4:30. But I've had so much fun today, you guys. Like, to all of you that have been present, thank you. It's meant the world to me. She's the last of my grandparents. I hadn't seen her since last summer, so there was no way I was going to visit. I was not going to visit with her. I love your intention. But yes, my husband and I almost always go everywhere together. I feel the same. My wife and I are the same. Jer, I know it's tough to come back from vacation mode, but I really do think you did it right, giving yourself just like 2 days of work, and then you get another 2-day weekend, and then you can go into next week. Like, you'll get calibrated through today and tomorrow, Jer, and then next week I think will be a little bit easier to show up. Nathan, I feel you on that, because sometimes like getting growth in certain areas of your body, even when you're training them really hard, can be tedious when you're like, fuck, I'm putting in the effort. But I feel like you definitely got what it takes to grow your pecs if you're looking to grow them. What, I don't know what method you're using, Nathan. I've always found either super high volume or doing a combination of high-ish volume and heavy weight has always worked really well for me. I'm assuming you're counting your calories, right, Nathan? Hey, Jess. Okay, I'm going to do that right now, Darius. Hold on. All right, Darius. You said Zoom. Oh, dude. Oh my gosh, Darius, this is an on-screen thing? Oh, that's incredible. Oh, Darius, this is fire. I already see it. This is epic. Oh, you're a legend. You son of a bitch, Darius. This is fucking cool. I just saw what you did. Hold on. Let me show stream. Darius, can I show stream? Do it again here in a second. Let me show stream. It's okay if I show, yeah? I know you said the demo's running. I can see it. Check this out, you guys. It shows the active things happening immediately. Darius, this is literally the solution. Bro. Oh my God. Leave it to Darius to just like intuitively create something. I know you didn't just like Darius, so you're making this for more than just me. And I know you didn't make it just for me, or at least I don't think you shouldn't have. Like, leave it to Darius to just create something that happens to be a perfect fix for me and probably so many others. Oh, dude. Darius, you legend. Look how great this is. Yes. Oh, this is sick. Okay, we got Hype Train. We've got total gifted subs. We've got bits here. Oh, Darius, this is literally what I needed for IRL streaming. The question, now we're going to have to see how I can use this. Like, I wonder if I just stream from the Twitch app, or actually I can still stream from Streamlabs, because they have a really good, you can subscribe so that if your stream goes down because of data, the server keeps the stream up so the stream doesn't go offline. But I can rely on Stream Elements and Darius's overlay for all of my notifications moving forward. And I imagine Jules, he uses this on his stream, right? Jules goes, this looks familiar. This is sick, dude. Yeah, Darius, you're a beast, bro. We got to get this thing finished so you can start charging for it, man. This is a huge value adder. I like this a lot. And the different variations and transparency, too, is sick. See, Jonas said, man, I'd love to take a peek behind the curtains on this one. I know, and this is like totally your kind of thing as well, Jonas, right? Love, Darius, I love this. Gifted subs are tracked, Hype Train's tracked, and it also does an overall like track on bits and everything on the bottom as well. Oh, this is tight. Oh, Darius, legendary. I didn't know you were working on this, dude. I'm impressed. Not that I didn't anticipate you could do this, but this is badass. Thanks, Kevin. Daddy Kevin giving the seal of approval. Okay, yeah, Nathan, you're probably like me, dude. I bet your metabolism is brutally high. It's probably harder for you to put on mass because you have such a high metabolism. I don't know. For me, Nathan, what really helped me develop my chest a lot more was, like I said, the combination of heavy weight and relatively high volume. I really am such a big fan of 5x5s. Like working up to them and then really leaning into your 5x5. That really helped develop my chest. But I also got really good development from doing lots of volume. You know, like maybe 5 sets of 15 reps, doing 10 by 10s, stuff like that. I think as long as you find whatever works for you, Nathan, and then you're making sure that you're at a pretty heavy caloric surplus, do that for a month or two and see if you see development. Yeah, Nathan. I was like, you started telling me about your issue with developing because of your body type and stuff, and I'm like, oh yeah, I bet you your metabolism is just so high. It's probably, you probably got to eat a lot to put on weight, which is, I know it's a pain in the ass, but you'll get there, dude. It's the GOAT. What's up? Arceus, great to have you in the channel today. The GOAT. The GOAT. Darius, that's such a thing he would do. He goes, yeah, I couldn't find the thing that I needed for stream, so I just made it. Oh yeah, I just made it. Jesus Christ, bro. That's like Darius is like, yeah, you know, my vehicle for whatever reason didn't have the ability to drive sideways because I needed to drive sideways every once in a while. So I just took it apart and rebuilt it and gave it that feature on my own. Just casually. Yeah, right, Jules? Just casually. No big deal. You legend. That's so gangster, man. Darius, how long do you think until you're ready to fully release that? You just have to add it to your account and change colors if you want in the side panel. I think, Darius, I am probably going to make the transition to Stream Elements so that I can use not only your feature, but just not have to rely on Streamlabs for other things as well. And like Darius, I used to have, what's so cool about what you made, Darius, I don't know if you guys remember, but when I used to have this screen, there used to be an overlay, and then I used to have a panel underneath that listed everything. I haven't been able to do that anymore with Streamlabs. So I think you really did a good did a good job adding value for a lot of streamers like me, Darius. Hope you're doing well. Seemed like a long time. I saw your name pop up, so I had to come and check in for a bit. Thank you very much, Arceus. The GOAT, right? That's our nickname, if I'm not mistaken. And I appreciate you coming back. I've had a bumpy few months in terms of consistency, just working through some things, but having a great stream today. Having a great stream. I hope you've been well on your end, Arceus. Yeah, Kurt, it's been a long time. And the crazy thing is, I think the developer for Streamlabs just stopped supporting whatever they needed to provide that service for streamers like me. So I haven't had the chance to have leaderboards visually on stream for a long time. Dude, no, Darius, thank you for thinking of me and letting me try it. I am not even kidding, dude. I was talking to Jules this morning about part of the reason I haven't done IRL streams is I can't find a way to get the notifications to work the way that I want them to. And I don't have an overlay. And then literally today, you fucking bring this up. Dude, it feels like it's destiny, man. So if there's a way I can help you get it off the ground, Darius, don't hesitate to tell me what I need to do to make that happen. And I will make time. I'm definitely interested, Darius. Dude, and not only do I think I could find this useful, Darius, I think that is potentially the literal solution for my IRL live streaming desires. Need for weed, right? Hell yeah. Dude, you and I both. Great first message in chat, dude. Fuck yeah. How you doing? Indica or sativa? What are we talking about here? dude. You too, Need for Weed. You got a great name. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much for following the channel today. There's something to be said about it finding a need for something and providing it to not just yourself, but others. Big W. Thanks, Nathan, for saying that. It's very well said. There's also a chat command to pull up the chat leaderboard built in, but I forgot what I set the command to be. No, Darius, like, I think you, with how much you're multitasking and managing, like, I think it's okay if you don't remember that off the top of your head. Casey, me too. Me too. Jules, thank you so much. If you guys want to check these incredible features out live on the developer's end, in the flesh, the Moose Knuckle God himself, the man of literally apparently infinite talents and ability, Dtoma5. Check his channel out at the bottom of chat. I am, no joke, Darius, trying to learn from you, man. He's doing it right. Like, Darius, your balance for stream, I know your job keeps you little bit too busy than it should, and all of us feel for you on that realm, but I think you have a really good balance with stream and managing everything else in life, and I'm doing my best to learn from you. So I highly recommend Darius, not only as a streamer, but as just like a really good person to spend time with on Twitch. It's hard to not have a good time when you get to enjoy Mr. Dtoma5 on the screen alongside the community he has over there. What the hell is a blubber knuckle? Oh my god. Yeah, what is a blubber knuckle? That's a good... I like you, Need for Weed. Ugh. Preach, Jules. Preach. His mods are the best. Hashtag. I can second that. Hey guys, thanks again for today. I want to say that everybody that has been here, those of you that are still here, and those that are not here anymore, that obviously can't be here for the whole stream, but everybody that showed up today, thank you guys. It's, even if I have to start further back than where I have been in a long time, that's still better than the direction that I was heading. So thank you guys for still packing such a punch as a community and as my friends. It means a lot. I will probably get ready to wind down here shortly. I got to get ready for my wife to pop over here today. I don't know what the game plan is for tomorrow on stream. I'm going to do my best to not overthink myself out of, you know, like not thinking I can do a good job on stream. I might do something casual. I might start another game. I don't know. I still need to beat The Last of Us Part 2, but also maybe we do something else. I don't know. But I'm going to do my best to ensure that we have a good day tomorrow as well. So I'm going to try tomorrow to have a better game plan going into stream. But at the end of it all, my goal is to just hang out with you guys tomorrow. So I do plan on streaming tomorrow. And thank you guys for giving me the time and space to work myself into a stream today. I was really overthinking it pretty heavily just because I was feeling a little bit funky. So thanks again. Seriously. Thanks, Jules. Thank you for having my back alongside everybody else. And Need for Weed, I'm going to give you such a huge salute. You got such a good vibe. I can tell you're enjoying life. Like, I'm glad we met today. Thanks for following, by the way. Hell yeah. Also, Casey, you and I both, in terms of preference there, I'm the same way. 100% the same way. Peter, I'm going to give you a big old hug. I love you, dude. Thank you for still having my back through absolutely everything over the years, Peter. Especially 56 months, dude. Love you to death. Thanks, Peter. Appreciate you so much, man. I hope you have a great rest of your Thursday, Peter. And give your wife a big hug for me. Thanks, brother. Oh. Hey, Nathan. I look forward to it. And yo, Nathan, I know you're busy. I don't want you to feel like you have to come here all the time. But dude, anytime I'm live and you want to kick it, It would be an honor. And I'm super pumped we got to reconnect today, man. I know, me too, Casey. And that's the one that helps me, like, just not have thoughts rolling around like crazy, like they typically do. Okay. Let me go backwards here. Okay, I think that's everything, right? All right, you guys. Casey. I'm like, you're saying that? I'm like, yep. Oh, we're sitting right next to each other. Yep. Peter, you be careful, dude. I'm so sorry, man. Oh, my goodness. I know, Peter, I know that's brutal. And navigating that while not really being able to do much is fucking hard, but you'll bounce back, man. And shit, Peter, I'll definitely check in on you. Make sure that you're doing okay. I imagine you're probably isolating as much as you can, but I hope you feel better soon, dude. I'm gonna bug you after stream. I think today, Kurt, I'm just gonna wind down with you guys. Yeah, that's what I feel like doing for today. I think just a nice wind down here amongst all of us. For me, it's what feels right. You guys, I'm sure, have a couple of other friends that you enjoy on Twitch. I just recommend you guys spend time with whoever you think you'd like to spend time with moving forward. I want to thank all of you again for just hanging out today. I really, really, really appreciate it. I definitely didn't realize how much I needed to kind of open up about a few things. So thanks again, Jules, for advocating for that. You as well, Kurt. Like a lot of you gave me the space to feel like I could also talk openly about this stuff. So thanks. Hey, what's up, Cricket? Cricket, we'll catch up soon. I'm getting ready to dip out for today, but I will be back tomorrow. I salute you. I hope you and your family are well over there on the farm, Cricket. And I hope that you're staying crickety and not getting too roasty toasty under the sun over there. Casey, you're the best. Thank you. I'm going to give you a big hug before we wind down. I really appreciate you helping out over all of the years and for giving our new friend Need for Weed a wonderful sub to the channel. Thank you so much, Casey. Hell yeah. You're very sweet, Casey. Thank you. Make sure you drive Andrew and Braden crazy for me tonight, okay? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh. Oh, man. Oh. I thought about restarting Skyrim on stream too, but I don't know that I'll do that. We'll see. I haven't decided yet. Okay, 1 second here, you guys. Making sure I'm good to go. Okay. Thank you, Jules. And you get a good night's rest on your end. Shit, Jules, you're amazing. Thanks for staying up late. Okay. Peter, before I go, how long have you had COVID? Oh, shit, you told me since Sunday? Oh, my goodness. How are you feeling, man? Dude, Cricket, Skyrim and Fallout New Vegas, such similar vibes. Oh, they're so good. Yeah, and thank you so much. If you guys want to check out Cricket over there on their end, be sure to check out a link to their channel in chat. Thanks, Darius. Honestly, and Darius, I'm stoked to have made it as far as we did today. I figured starting as late as I did and stuff, I wasn't anticipating really anything, and I already feel abundantly grateful to have made it as far as we have. And thanks again, Darius, for following up with regards to the project. I'm actually embarrassed that I forgot about that. The second you did that, Darius, I was like, oh yeah, I probably don't need to stress that much this month, because I forgot about that. So thanks, dude. Haha. Thanks for overcoming your worry about streaming today. It was great to see you and your positivity with a nice boost to finish out the workday. God dang it, Jer. Thank you for this. I think all of chat agrees that you're awesome. You know, Jer, thank you for saying that specifically, because it shows me that The stream is value adding, even if it's just in the form of energy, entertainment, communication. I'm saying just like that's it. In all of the ways that the channel exists, there is value in some way, shape, or form. Thank you. I was definitely doubtful of that today, and glad I took a risk and just went live. So, and Jer, kick ass tomorrow. I should see you tomorrow if I. As far as
I told you were being way
the heck,
too awesome.
Casey?
Now there's a limit to awesomeness.
What the heck are you serious?
Line, my friend.
No way, man, Casey. I'm gonna say it this way, Casey. My plan is for the stream to always and continuously. My gosh, Jared, you did not do that. What in the world? Need for weed? Are you getting a tattoo? What? You guys, thank you, Casey and Jer and everybody. I'll tell you internally, my brain goes, you haven't streamed very much this month. You don't deserve this. But I know you guys believe in what we're doing here. And you did not gift subs outside of... You gifted subs because you wanted to for the reasons that you felt were justified. And even if my brain tells me otherwise, I need to side with the reality that it is okay to receive these, even if I've been live a little bit less. Thank you. Holy hell. Casey and Jer. Darius, thanks as well. And Peter, thank you. I'm going to give you guys a hug, then I want to leave it at this. What the hell? 15? Oh my God. Well, goodness gracious. Thank you guys for helping out. Damn it. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to try not to say thank you too much because I know I'm bad at that. My intention is to continue to make sure that the channel is not only fun at a baseline, but is positively influential and entertaining. So thank you all for investing. Widow. What does this say? Wait. Oh God, my dyslexia. What? No. Wider shit. I don't know what that says. Oh, it's just at the community. Okay, I thought you were teasing me with something. Thank you for the gifted sub, Darius, and pushing that over the level 6. Jesus, you guys. The level 6 hype train? Oh my God. Dude, thanks, bro. What the fuck, man? So far, I'm glad that the consistency of your sunglasses have been in the same spot when I come and hang out. Oh, Cricket, just wait. Normally, today, the co-host was the Ottoman. Those sunglasses go on a different item every single day, and I never repeat an item. Although I've accidentally repeated one 3 times. But I've been doing that for 2 years straight. It's because I'm a child. Dude, bish. Thanks, Darius. God damn it, bro. Oh, okay. I think, Darius, I'm hoping I have a contact that I used 10 years ago that does HVAC stuff. I don't know if they're still in the business, but I'm going to call and see if they are. Okay? If not, then I'm going to try to help you figure out what's going on with the AC. So, shit. Oh, God. Your energy is contagious. Thanks for that, Need for Weed. Meek, you're adorable. It's better to start and try than never bother to try. Was literally just saying this to a kiddo today because he felt as though he didn't do well enough. Holy smokes. Dude. Brother, thank you so much, man. I know. Okay, I can't remember. You told me your name. I think your community knows your name. Can you remind me of your first name? If that's not something you've mentioned and I'm totally misremembering, don't hesitate to tell me that you've never said your name on stream. But Saturn Blaster, my literal, apparently, doppelganger, thanks for raiding in, man. How was your stream? I think that's you, right, Saturn Blaster? Am I remembering correctly? I thought I knew your name, but maybe I'm misremembering. But if I'm not mistaken, we are like doppelgangers. Thank you for checking the channel out, man. I was actually getting ready to wind down myself. Dude, I'm humbled. I'll stick around for a little longer because I don't want to give you guys like a raid and totally just end stream. But let me say first and foremost, before I miss the opportunity, and then Peter, Casey, Darius, I'm coming back to you three for one more moment here. What I would like to say is Saturn Blaster and I recently had met earlier this month. I was highly recommended to check out his channel because of the type of quality content, cozy, feel-good atmosphere that he has over there, alongside, I think very much so, creating a space that's just really easy to be present in. I was also told that we are like little doppelgangers in some way, shape, or form. And then we raided into his channel, and immediately I was like, oh, we are very similar, first of all. Secondly, I think our communities are very similar as well. So, I mean, I think that in itself should be a great reason to go check out Saturn Blaster. I just want to say, for those of you that maybe are meeting me for the first time through Saturn Blaster's very generous raid, I always like to make it abundantly clear, even if we are very similar, he and I, like, I'm not here to compete with him. I do not want to take you guys from his stream in sacrificing your quality time for him to be over here. I always like to say, if I haven't scared you off and you enjoy me enough, or at least you have enough interest to want to come back in the future, I'd love to have you, but I hope you'll prioritize Saturn Blaster first. If he didn't bring you over here today, we wouldn't know we exist mutually, right? So go hang out with him first and foremost. If he's not live on Twitch, or maybe he ends his stream and I'm still live and you're looking for a place to come and enjoy, I'd love to have you under those conditions. But I hope that if he's live, and I know that he and I do overlap stream times a lot, so I want to be super respectful of that, you guys. Hang out with him first and foremost. The odds are there will be moments where I'm streaming longer than him, and you can come over here, and vice versa for those of you as well. You know, I think a lot of the time, Saturn Blaster, you start before me. Like, if you guys want to go hang out with him, obviously at any point in time when you want to, but you don't need to sacrifice your quality time with him to be here. So just want to make sure that's very abundantly clear. I'm not here to take you guys. I would just like to share the space with him. And again, Casey, thank you so much. Again, if you guys haven't met Saturn Blaster, I really do want to advocate for a very, very top-notch streamer with great energy, very good insight in life, and a very cozy and supportive community, which I think speaks for itself. Check him out if you guys haven't already. Saturn Blaster, it is an incredible honor to have you here on my end. You owe me nothing in bringing yourself or your community here. I want to say that, but I do appreciate you taking an interest and giving me a chance to meet you and your friends. And I would also like to mention that Saturn Blaster is part of Darius's stream team, The Canopy. If you guys want to go check out that stream team and see if it's what you'd like to align yourself with as well, whenever applications are open again, we'll say. Holy smokes. Wow. My gosh. I didn't know. Holy crap. Thank you, guys. What the heck? Vampy Mix, thanks for the raid. I am not used to receiving this level. Sorry. I'm not used to receiving raids like this back to back. Thank you very much, you guys. This is a rarity here. Because I haven't been live very much over the last couple of months. So my goodness gracious. Wow. Vampy, if there's anything you want to add, and same with you, Saturn Blaster, that I didn't mention, feel free to introduce yourselves individually. I'm happy to read out your introductions for one another. I do want to say that I've been lucky to know Vampy for many years. It's been a minute since we caught up last, but if you guys would like to check out some Baldur's Gate 3 content with a fabulous streamer, a friend from our community as well, I know Vampy would be super pumped to have you guys over there. You can find an easy to click on link to their channel in chat. And also, yet again, I want to mention, I'm not here to pull anybody from Vampy. I'd like to share the space with them. If you guys are wanting to come back and check my streams out sometime in the future, I'd obviously love that. But if it means not spending time with Vampy, go spend your time with them first until they're done streaming. If I happen to be live afterwards, I'd love to have you guys. So thank you so much, Vampy. That was incredible. Also, Jules, holy crap. I almost missed that. Jules, I bow down to you. And Casey, Jer, you too. To Jer and to Darius, the mighty magical man, thank you so much, you guys, for giving me a send-off that is way better than I deserve in ending my stream today. I really mean that. thank you very much for helping me feel like I'm on top of a mountain. I really appreciate the support, you guys. I promise it goes towards good things that keep the channel present and alive in the right ways. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jules, you're so sweet. Thank you as well for gifting a sub to Saturn Blaster today. Hell yeah. Thanks, Beats, for the follow. It's very nice to meet you. All right, Saturn Blaster, thank you. And Vampy, if you're willing to do the same, if you want to introduce yourself in an additional way that I may or may not have mentioned in my introduction to you, feel free to write an introduction and I'll read it out loud. Thanks again, Jules, for that. I have Need for Weed. It's a good movie. I like it. It's pretty old, but I've seen it, I think, a couple times. Casey, I adore you. You did not have to do that. Thanks for pushing that to an extreme level, Casey. The 1,050 bits. That was ridiculously. Oh my gosh, Casey. You know, Beats, it's been good. I'm grateful for today. And Meek, if you're still here, I wanted to emphasize something real briefly. I was in a position, Meek, where I could tell that if I didn't at least try, I was gonna feel let down internally. And that reality is part of what gave me the courage, alongside yourself, Jules, to go ahead and hit the go live button today. Thank you for reminding me of that, Meek. I appreciate it. Grab some water here, you guys. How have you been, Vampy? Network Gamer, nice to meet you as well. Yeah, so I'm sorry. I didn't say anything about myself here for all of you that just joined. I am kind of working through redeveloping myself as a streamer. I've been a full-time streamer for about 7 years straight, 100% full-time. And that's been incredible and a privilege, but I think after 7 years, I've kind of reached a point where I've realized I kind of need to switch things up and keep them exciting and fresh for myself as well. So I've been working through that for the last 2 months. So I haven't been live as much as I normally have over the last, almost 7 years. But something that this channel will always be about is good quality time that encompasses, I would like to say with confidence, really great discussions with really great people, many of which are friends, not just with me, but with each other. A lot of the discussions that we have here on a regular basis are built off of self-development and personal growth in a way that I think helps those that are present enjoy life a little bit better, learn things about themselves, learn how to navigate life in a way that maybe you didn't know how to otherwise before being here. Not that this is like the only place you can get that, but a big part of this channel is self-development. Of course, next to that is entertainment. I try as best as I can to provide good vibes alongside that. Those are things that you will always get from this channel, even if the content changes. I may not be playing as many video games moving forward in these days, but anytime you guys hang out here, you will get doses of all of those things, and hopefully a whole lot more. So that's just a little bit about me. So for those of you that are interested in meeting Saturn Blaster a little bit more formally over there on his end, my doppelganger, I kid you guys not, he says, so for people who don't know me, I'm a part-time streamer, full-time student. Kudos to you, dude. I started streaming when I was in college, Saturn Blaster, and it is hard to do both with like a full-time college schedule. So massive, massive kudos. I'm saying that because I took off literal like months and years at times in my college like career, we'll say. So I didn't always maintain streaming. You're actually doing it, so well done. He says, I've got a game development degree, but I'm currently studying to get my second degree, which will be in advertising and marketing. Good pick. So you're in business as well, dude. Nicely done. I got my BBA in human resources as my concentration. I actually wish I would have switched to something like marketing or accounting. I feel like it would have been a little bit more useful. He says, at the moment, I'm doing a lot of graphic design stuff, and I'm hoping to get something going as either an art director or an artist in advertising. Dude, wicked. I'm also around in a few communities on Twitch, so there's a good chance folks have seen me elsewhere. If you guys are interested in meeting this gentleman, twitch.tv/Saturn Blaster. That was an epic introduction, dude. Like, legitimately, I learned a little bit more about you in a way, Saturn Blaster, that had you not said these things, I would have had to ask the right question on your stream. So thanks for sharing that, man. So for those of you that would like to meet Vampy Mix, the friend who just recently rated in, Vampy says, hi, I'm Vampy. I'm an old, chaotic gremlin. I like, it's a good way to describe yourself. Living the best Vampy life, however chill and focused on having a fun time and enjoying hanging out together. That was a good introduction. I like that. Sometimes I'm saying that, Vampy, because sometimes I refer to myself as a gremlin as well. And I always get a kick out of that term. I know it's well intended. Let's see here. Going backwards here real quick. Man, I cannot believe that. Man, oh man. Sorry, I'm at a little bit of a loss of words, you guys. I've been so... I just haven't been on Twitch the last 2 months, and rightfully so. I think a lot of people are not sure if I stream anymore or whatever it may be. I don't get a lot of raids right now because people are like, where the hell's Flex? So they're not looking out for me being live because I haven't been live. So thank you guys. I'm so surprised. I'm really, really grateful. Hey, and Beats, you asked how my day's been. How are you doing? You ready for the weekend or what? Totally, says Jer. When you're feeling low, stand on our shoulders, Flex. You gathered this community, trust in the love, support, and positivity that you've invested into it. So glad that you went live and that we all get to hang out today, even for us latecomers. So you say that, Jer, but I'm telling you, Jer, when I was sitting here contemplating whether or not to go live, unfortunately being doubtful for like 3 hours, I opened the viewer list to see who was waiting, if anyone was, and it's okay if nobody was. And I saw not only a couple of friends in chat, like Jules, I saw you there, and Kurt there. Jer, I saw you there, and I was like, oh my God, I feel, and I literally had to, I said out loud, I said, I'm so lucky to have friends that are this, like, willing to be this patient on me. And I really mean that. So thanks again, Jer. You gave me a little boost of confidence before you even realized it. Gremlin friends, right? Preach. Hey, Charlie, welcome in. Oh man, another work day, says Beats. I've been pretty tired lately, been busy, but yes, weekend should be fun. We have a bank holiday. Oh nice, in the UK, 3-day weekend. Hell yeah. Yo, Beats, thanks for letting me know where you live. I'm in the US, but I know you guys get a lot of bank holidays in the UK. I actually dig that. I think that I think a lot of countries, not just the US, I think a lot of countries need to learn from the European countries that I think have a much better work-life balance. That's cool. So Jules, you guys get a 3-day weekend. Monday, that means off, right? You guys have Monday off? Oh, that's the last one until Christmas. So you guys got a little bit of a stretch there. Kurt, you get Monday off too, yeah? Oh, that's cool. For this year. This is the last one. Oh, very nice. Dude, man, having a nice 3-day weekend beats, at the very least, I know you got to go to work tomorrow, but I was telling Jer this. It's nice to know that you have something to look forward to. Like Fridays, I think, are a little bit easier sometimes because you know the weekend's right around the corner. But if you get a 3-day weekend right around the corner, that makes showing up on Friday a little bit more like, yeah, I got this, you know? Saturn Blaster, I apologize, because I don't think I asked you this when you popped in. I think I asked you, Vampy, but how was your stream, man? You have fun? Like Saturn Blaster, I didn't even see what you were playing. I'm so sorry. Like, let me see here. Hold on. Oh, more Destiny 2. I think you were playing that when I raided into you. Last time we were there. That's super cool. Saturn talked about mayo and horse fingers. Oh my God. Wait. Saturn's the one where they were like, there was an inside joke thing. What was it? Licking the battery. Yeah, that was a funny thing to walk into in here. The 9-volt battery. There we go. I was like, it's licking a battery or something like that, right? That's cool. Hey, Irish Viking. I am stoked that we still get to kick it, dude. Literally, man. I can't say the same is the case for everyone that I met when I met you, which is intended to say thank you for staying in touch over all these years. I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. Hopefully you're well on your end, too. Boop. Saturn's chat is weird. Hey, you say that like you guys ain't weird too, Kurt. Hey, Casey and Jules and Jer and Darius, I do want to give you guys a big hug again. Peter, yourself as well. Thank you for helping me end stream on such a high note. That is a gift. Really mean it. Thank you, guys. I know I'm going a little heavy on thank yous today, everybody, but I appreciate you putting up with me. All right. Maybe Kurt's the common denominator. I like that. Blame Uncle Kut. That's incredible. I agree. It's totally Kurt. Okay, one sec here, you guys. Okay. Can I ask before we go? I know this is an older game, but this is... Okay. Do you guys prefer this, just having a game playing in the background? Or do you prefer it to just be basic like this when we're doing just chatting? I can also just do full cam, but I feel like having something to watch is a little nicer than just full cam. If this works, I'll figure out a more sustainable thing that's not reliant on 12-year-old videos of mine on YouTube. But if you guys legitimately prefer full cam, then don't hesitate to tell me. I'm just playing around with stuff, you know? Just like I remember you. Thanks, Goat. Viking, you're incredible, dude. Hey, Viking, that goes for both of us, all right? You handsome gentleman. You've been keeping busy on your end? To all of you that are in the UK and surrounding areas, like, thanks for staying up late, you guys. I know it's, oh, fuck. It's going on 12 o'clock at night, 5 minutes till it's technically Friday in the UK. It's already almost 1 o'clock in the morning outside of the UK in Europe, so thank you guys. 2 o'clock, I guess, in some countries, but. Have a good night, Beats. Thanks again for following. Full cam is what I have been trying. What about the drive? Ooh. Okay, Kurt, I like the driving videos. What I realize is I need to make sure if I'm playing them that I'm constantly talking about what's going on, just in case, because I know it's technically somebody else's content. That's the only reason why I've kind of slowed down on those. Bigger cam is nice. What about the drone videos that just kind of fly through an area? And Chelly, I actually used to do something like that similar earlier this year. I need to bring it back. I just need to make sure I'm finding a good way to add commentary to it so that I can rightfully use it. Although I say that, I worry about that all the time. The amount of streamers that just play content in general, I think maybe I'm being a little bit too skeptical. I might actually take you up on that, Kurt. For me, I like full cam, but if you do want a video playing in the background, maybe the way you had it in the corner, and then you can make your cam portion a little... Okay, I like that. That's a good example as well of what else I can try here, Jer. Because maybe it doesn't have to be full cam gameplay. Maybe it's like a quarter of the screen, and then the webcam is the other quarter. I like that. Chelly, that's a good idea too. Okay, I'm going to play around with that. I'll be honest, I really enjoyed having the driving videos in the background. If I did that and kind of mixed your recommendation, Jer, by expanding my webcam a little bit more, that's like a best of both worlds. I dig that. Because I'm definitely a fan of like full cam too. I think it makes it a little bit more of a personal experience. But sometimes I know, even for me, sometimes I'm like, I want to have something to look at. So maybe we do a little bit of both, and I kind of shrink this down to... I don't know, something that's like maybe half the size of the screen or something. Right now it's really small, which is perfect for when I'm actually playing the game, but if I'm not, I can probably make it a little bit bigger. Noctua, good call on that. I used to do that as well. I got to lean in that a little bit more. Hey, Goat. gonna give you a shout out as well again for staying up late. It was awesome catching up. Looking forward to next time. Have a good night. And I definitely got to wind down. I didn't want to leave everybody that rated in hanging, so I was like, I'll go a little bit longer. Vikings has been busy trying to keep my head up. Life's been rough, dude. We just have to make the most out of whatever cards we are dealt. That's a really, really good way of saying that. That's something I've been practicing a lot this year, Viking, is just trying to be almost disgustingly accountable to the point where, you know, some things happen to us that are literally out of our influence. Like if I cross the street and get hit by a car entirely because like a person drove off the road, like there's only so much we can control. But in some way, shape, or form, almost everything that we're experiencing is a byproduct of our decision making or our positioning ourselves in life. And I've been trying very much this year, Viking, to recognize that we're all dealt our own individual hands of cards. It is a matter of how we choose to play them that I think vastly influences like the type of life that we have. And we shouldn't lose sight of that. Even when it gets easy to complain or blame other people, even if we have a lot of justification to do so, it's almost always better to ground ourselves with like, okay, what are my hands of cards here? How do I most strategically play them for the best outcome? So thank you for reminding me of that. I'm glad you're doing as you described it, Viking. It sounds like life's been tough, but you're still pushing through the trenches in the battlefield, and that's really awesome to see. Noctua, I feel like because you mentioned that, I have to do that soon. Literally, this morning, Jules said the same thing. She's like, if you're not sure what you want to do on stream, build Legos. And you know what's ironic? I got the bonsai Lego tree to build with you guys earlier this year, and I still haven't built it. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Jules, yes. Ironically, like same point, Jules, is redoing The Office. I think I kind of need to redo some of the visual things on stream as well. Like I even thought about redoing all my emotes, but I don't know if I'll go that extreme. That's probably overkill. But yeah, Jules, 100%. I've been giving a lot of thought to that as well. Redoing some of the visual things on the stream, overlay wise and stuff. And if you're listening, Darius, you're always my number one in mind, by the way. So, but and Darius, obviously I have to make sure I'm like fully aware of what I want to do first and if I want to do it. But I still, there you are. I was like, if I ever mention anything graphically, Darius, even if it takes me a long time to commit, like I'm always thinking of you. So I'll have to just make sure I don't feel guilty if I know you're busy, but Warhammer painting, dude, I have zero artistic skill, Viking, unless it is literally me filling in the blanks. He would not want to see me paint anything. You can only control how you react to life. Spoiler, you are not going to survive this playthrough, so might as well enjoy. It's such a good way of looking at it, man. Noctua, wonderfully said. I think having some design on the camera and game screen would be really cool. It can be super simple as well. I think, and that's my thing, Jules. I'm like, I remember 5 years ago, Darius, when I didn't know you, oh my God, anytime I wanted to do graphics, it was like my level of friction was very high. And now, you know, and Darius, please don't ever do a commission, whether it's for me or anybody else, unless you have the time and energy. Oh, Darius, shit, that reminds me. Are you available for, I have someone I want to send to you that is interested in commissioning emotes. But I know right now you've been really busy. Is that something I can at least connect you guys so you can talk about a timeline? I meant to ask you that earlier. Paint, so I could do a paint by number. I've seen those. Those actually appeal to me. Monkey, don't worry. She's already popped in today and said pee pee poo poo 3 times. I'm not even kidding, dude. Let's see here. Yeah, Kurt, you're like me, man. I struggle with the creative aspect behind coming up with the ideas. But I'll say this, Kurt, like if you wanted, like Darius, if you're available, I think part of what makes Darius so unbelievably special and irreplaceable, especially when he's designing or creating things graphically. I'm sure I'm probably like shooting you in the foot a little bit, but I would imagine, Kurt, if you don't have a perfect direction in knowing where you want to go, you can probably tell Darius as much as you want, and he will work as well as he can with you. Casey, yes, we absolutely do. I mean, that was fun and stress relieving. It's called Paint by Number? Is that literally the brand name? Maybe oh my God, you scared the shit out of me. What's up, dog? I'm getting ready to wind down, so don't worry. Super K had a busy day at work as well. Totally understandable, Darius. Okay. Oh, shit. Hey, Joel. Well, Darius, the gentleman that I was going to refer... Joel, I've been off my computer for a week about. The gentleman I was going to connect you with, Joel, is DToma5 in chat. He said he's available, but he's about a month out. So, Joel, if you're still interested in working with literally Joel, the best person I could ever recommend you to for anything artistic, especially graphically speaking, I would recommend you to always talk to Detomo5. He's the guy I'm going to use for everything and anything moving forward. Joel is lit Jules in chat. Sorry, Darius. So anyways, Joel, if you want to speak on that commission work and time frame, if you do want to use Darius, send him a message. There we go. Noctua. I want to emphasize this again. I have never seen someone more capable and more talented than Darius in what he does for a living. It's insane, you guys. It really is. So Noctua, even if it takes a little bit of time to get in line, I highly recommend Darius if you guys need him, especially for anything graphically for streams. When I give the stream a reface, any emotes I have or have made moving forward, anything graphically that is made for this channel is made by Darius. And he did everything for all of my YouTube videos and everything. Like, he spoils me. So, wouldn't recommend anyone else. Hopefully my my positive referral there is going across as I intend it. Like, you guys can't go wrong with him. He's just really busy right now, but he's the best. Yeah, and that's Kurt. You're amazing. That's exactly what I'm thinking as well. Harder to find than Lego, but great cost to time ratio. I've heard the tale that Flex has built Gunpla. What's Gunpla? Did I tell you guys I found out that I can live stream gun content? I can live stream target shooting videos at a range. Obviously, everything would always be within TOS and gun and safety regulations. I can also live stream cleaning guns. Like, if we're talking about building Legos or coloring, 100%. I'm like, I might as well live stream doing some gun cleaning videos, and I can teach you guys a little bit here and there. I'm sure that would be kind of fun. Joel, I promise he's worth the wait. You two knocked. Hell yeah. Hey, Katniss. I hope you're having fun, Katniss. Okay, I did. Sorry, Kurt. I was like, I could not remember. Yeah, so what I would recommend, Monkey, is how do I say this? Or I guess, Monkey, I can share my research with you if you want, unless you want to redo all the research. But you got to research TOS and make sure. So my understanding is, as long as you make it abundantly clear on screen that you're following all rules and regulations accordingly, safely, not just through Twitch's TOS, but through the laws in your country and state, you're good to go. The way that I think it's best to do that is to give a little bit of a reference for that on screen, and then to give a formal reference through a pinned message in chat. But as long as you take the right approach, it's okay to do. There's another level you can go through. I don't know if I'm going to do it or not, but you can actually reach out to Twitch staff and kind of let them know that that's something you want to do and get their approval, so you have a little bit of paperwork if ever anything gets gamey. I might go that route. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, me and you and I both knocked too. I'm in the same boat. Oh, Jonas. Yes, I'm sorry. I forgot about Gundam. Oh my god. I've probably built in my lifetime, I've probably built like 3 or 4. I haven't done one in a minute though. That would be a lot. You're right. That would be a lot of fun to build on stream. I've never done the ones that you have to like paint. I always got the ones that were pre-colored and you put the stickers on and then you build them. You know what's cool, Darius? Like, I don't want to speak for you, Darius, but I know your style is more Disney-like, but dude, you can do anything, man. From what I've seen you do, Darius, your capabilities are infinite. Although I'm sure you probably have a style that like you prefer. Hey, Jonas, thanks for popping over here today too. I know I said that to you earlier, Jonas, but it's been great having you in chat. You as well, Joel. Everybody, obviously, but well, shucks, you guys. Holy moly, I didn't anticipate to go this long today. I'll tell you that. Hey, Rusty. Man, I feel bad for Peter battling through COVID. That's a tough one. That is a tough one, dude. Oh, Darius. It's so easy for me to speak positively on your talents, dude. Like, I don't know what's a good example. Like, Darius, you're like Michelangelo. It's like, well, yeah, look at his work. Fucking obviously, I'll speak positively on Michelangelo. Like Darius, same thing. It's effortless. Shucks. Man, the more I watch this, the more I realize how much I miss the original Call of Duty games. I know I've said that multiple times throughout the years, but I wish that I was some crazy rich billionaire like Elon Musk or something, and I could offer whoever owns the rights to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, 3, and Black Ops 1 and 2, or just one of those games. Buy all the rights, remaster the game, and then put it out there for sale and bring the servers up and market the shit out of it to everybody that grew up playing these. And just like not change anything. Just leave the game as it ended. That would be so cool. Hey, Joel. Have a good night. I salute you. We'll talk soon. Thanks, man. Rusty goes, guess what? I got a haircut today, so my gay superpowers will be fully reactivated tomorrow. Dude, Rusty, you make me smile, man. Always looking like a stud, dude. Haircut or not. Shucks. All right, you guys. I guess I should probably wind down, huh? Give me one sec here, you guys. I gotta check something. Hold on one sec, you guys. Y'all ready to have a good night's rest? For those of you getting ready to go to bed soon, you better be. I slept so good last night. All right. You know what? And I see Mr. Brian is live. I think we pop over there and give Brian Fury a little bit of love if possible. So we'll raid in over there. I feel incredibly grateful to have received all the love today from our friends who rated and you guys as a whole, of course, but especially after getting 2 raids, I'm like, I want to pass it. I should pass it along. So we'll raid out. We're going to raid Brian Fury, if I can speak English today. Goodness, I had one more thing I wanted to tell you guys. I do plan on streaming tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I'm going to try to keep it playful and fluid. So as much as I can, I will try my darndest to make sure that we're live around 9 my time, which is when we're supposed to go live. So I'll try not to talk myself into a doubtful state for 3 hours tomorrow like I did today. Sorry about that. But thank you guys for being patient with me and for showing up, being present, rocking and rolling. Jess, thank you very much as well. It was so sweet of you to say. Yeah, just thank you guys. I'm working through a lot of stuff, but like, it's good things, you know, good things. I'm really excited for the future. I think there is, without a doubt, lots of good things to come for all of us here. And with 100% certainty, better balance for me moving forward, which means better streams for me and for you guys. So just thanks for giving me a little bit of time to figure that out over the next couple of weeks. So small progress. Thank you, Jules. You're very right. Small progress. Small progress equals big wins over time. All right, you guys. I'm going to prep the raid. I'm looking forward to, tomorrow's Friday, so we'll just keep it fun. Jer, you're very sweet. Thanks for that. Yo, and Jer, honest to God, happy that you... I always recommend to everybody, I've been pretty bad at celebrating my birthdays for most of my life leading up until the last 4 years. I've been a little bit better because of my wife. Actually, I've been better because of my wife since I met her. But I'm really pumped to see that you went out there and full sent it on a birthday celebration, quality time with Oma. You did it right. So happy belated birthday again, Jer. All right, you guys, we got 70 seconds. I'm starving. My wife is home from work. Finally, she had a really long day as well. So I'm going to be with her for the next couple of hours. Maybe we'll do a workout stream tomorrow too. I don't know. I need to do shoulders. I am so out of shape. You guys can watch me go through the tedious process of being out of shape and trying to get back in shape so I can show you it's possible for everybody. Jules, I promise I will, and I'll give her a big hug. We got 20 seconds. I love you guys. I appreciate you. My being all over the place with stream does not mean I don't care about you. I always care about you guys. Thank you for showing me the same care and love. I'll be back tomorrow. Have a great rest of your Thursday, everybody, and a good night's rest for those of you going to bed soon. Have a great Thursday. I love you. Thank you for letting me ramble and be a mess today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you, everybody. Take care.